go to bed, Dems. It's 8. 8:15. What are you up to? Hold on. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Top G. I appreciate it. Wait, why won't it let me change my stream name? What time is it for you? Okay, cool. I just updated it. Alright. Guys, what do we watch on YouTube? 11:13? Dang, where are you from? 11:13 is low-key late. Are you on the East Coast? That doesn't even make any sense. Wait. Okay, so this video is called Man Comes to Shower with 13-year-old Girl Gets Caught in His Birthday Suit Instead. Oh, are you running stuff for your models right now? This has to go out, right? Yeah. Cool. For my brands? Oh, which ones? I know you told me you had like 2. Low-key, I kind of have to like join you on doing that though. I'm not even gonna cap. Wait. No way. Okay. That's perfect. Good night, Dems. Hi, everyone. What's up? How's your day been? Or days, or night. Whatever time it is for you guys.
So this is the chance we have for our boy Fernando, who's coming here to take a shower, and we're gonna try to have him pour up a mimosa.
Right.
Where are you?
Can you go outside your house?
Yeah. Whoa, this happens in LA?
I just came here. I don't want to do nothing with her. I told her straight up I don't want to do nothing with her.
Fernando, you're naked.
I know, but
Okay.
Anything. I told her I don't want to do.
You're sitting here naked on the couch.
Fernando, you're naked. You're sitting here naked on the couch. I can't believe he tried to deny it. Like, bro was actually sitting there naked. Like, I didn't come here to do anything. Oh, I spilled stuff all over my clothes.
Hey, do you want early access to videos like this?
Seemed like you were very invested in her. You say
I'm so
would?
sorry.
We all
I gotta
love
skip
a
that
good
ad.
hot shower after a hard day's work. There's nothing quite like a stream of hot, steaming water to soothe your predatorial skin, along with a clarifying cleanse of good old-fashioned soap suds when you meet your 13-year-old date. Oh, wait a minute. This is a rather unique case. Meet Fernando. He's 32 years old, a husband, and a father of 2 very young children.
A father of 2?
Yet, he's hanging around on the Whisper app, chatting up underage girls online for some reason.
Whisper app.
The nerve of some people. When Fernando showed up to our sting house, it wasn't long before he was completely naked in a hot, steamy shower. But you're probably wondering how he got himself into this situation. To better understand this, we should probably refer to the handy-dandy chat log. Fernando comes across our decoy account on the Whisper app and ignites quite the hot conversation. Hi, I'm Fernando. What's your name?
I'm Kristen.
Ray, you
I'm
lied. You never came
13.
back after
Is
your
that
food. I
okay?
waited all this time.
Oh, wow,
I promise you I was going to.
I'm
But then I
32.
ate it.
Double your
Okay,
age.
wait.
You
I
okay
want to
with
address
that?
this real quick.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you're older, lol.
I want to address this real quick. I had Panda Express. And then I fell asleep. Dude, there's something in... I felt sick for like the next 2 days after eating Panda Express. It's like, I don't believe anyone that says they feel fine after eating Panda Express. You had the itis? Yeah. Dude, I would literally, like, I knocked out. I just, like, so I was like, I'm just gonna, like, watch one episode of Attack on Titan, eat my Panda Express, and just chill out. And guess what? I just didn't get out of bed. I was like, And yeah, but I'm back now. After I passed the Panda Express. Fast food is poison. Dude, I know, but it's like so good. It's like if I was a rat, I would like, and the poison just tasted good enough, I feel like I would just eat it. Oh, okay, so the video that we're watching today is, hi Neons. Yeah, of course. It's man comes to shower with 13-year-old girl, gets caught in his birthday suit instead. Basically, the like thumbnail was this guy just sitting naked on the couch. Plus F for his math, 13 is now half of 32. Yeah, I mean, oh my god, they named him Prednando. That's actually kind of funny.
You still a virgin?
Guys, I wanted to watch, there was supposed to be a stream tonight where they were interviewing EDP455, and you guys obviously know how much I like I just enjoy watching EDP documentaries, because like I just think he like has the funniest excuse ever. I think he genuinely has the funniest excuse ever. Like there's like so many things he could have tried to say, but he said, nah, I'm here to pick up a cupcake. Like that's it. Yeah, I do. I don't know what it is. I wish there were more videos like this out there, honestly. But yeah. Back to this.
Yes. LOL.
What's your type of guys?
Oh, I don't know. You seem cool though, LOL.
It's dangerous that you're underage. I could get in trouble.
I'm not gonna tell anybody.
Do you ever please yourself?
Sometimes.
You're not a cop, are you?
No, WTF?
Okay, I just don't want to get in trouble. Now that we're all caught up on Fernando's backstory, let's get into the nitty-gritty of today's dose of Predator pasta.
It was a long day at the Sting House out in LA. The previous day we had just caught that Kenneth guy that, you know, ran from us, and we had to chase him around for about 3 miles. So, you know, that was quite the experience. But on this day, Fernando also gave us quite the experience, and it was a little different than the previous day. Fernando came across our decoy account on the Whisper app. You know, he starts a conversation. The girl tells him that she's, you know, 14 or 13 years old, and he gets right into it. I mean, doesn't waste any time, you know, starts talking sexual, and before you know it, he's, you know, getting off work and he's ready to come on over and meet this underage girl. And mind you, Fernando is a family man. He has a wife and 2 very young children. You know, you just hate to see a family man do this sort of thing, you know.
Why do they keep saying
And
family
there was
man,
really
bro? He
only
loves
a handful
children,
of
obviously.
messages that were exchanged between, you know, Fernando and our decoy before he was ready to come on over. A very fast mover. Now, we had gotten some absolutely crazy content the previous day. And on this day with Fernando, we decided to try to one-up that by trying to get him to come over, take his clothes off, and get in the shower. And it actually worked out, surprisingly enough. So the decoy Courtney is on the phone with Fernando. We know he's on his way. We hear him in the car. So, you know, we get into a position and get ready to have this ever so exciting shower party with Fernando. So what's this guy's name again? Fernando. So this is the chance we have for our boy Fernando, who's coming here to take a shower, and we're gonna try to have him pour up a mimosa.
Right.
We got that all set up for him over there. The girl tells him she's 13. He says he's 32. Let's see what he's talking about.
virgin.
Let's see where we have that.
I like how they got the little like clip pad out.
Double
I
your
like-
age. Are you cool with that?
Send
Just-
me pictures.
Hey, you're so cute. Too bad you're so young. Are you a virgin still?
Chris Hansen is gonna
That's the
die
type
a
of guy
happy
she
man knowing he
likes.
inspired
He
so
says
many
it's
of these
dangerous that you're
YouTubers to just
underage.
come out
It's
here and
dangerous
do
for him to
this.
come up in this house and take a shower, all right? I'll tell you that.
Like now, predators don't have to worry about just one guy. They have to worry about thousands of YouTubers who are like actively searching for them.
Hi, what's up?
Hi.
What's up? Where you at? You're still 20 minutes away? Where are you?
Can you go outside your house?
Yeah. Are you almost here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait one sec. BRB, guys. Keep watching this. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if you could make. I got some mimosas if you want. Mimosa? Yeah? I'll have one today, okay? Do you want to make it though? I don't know where the levels.
So we hear Fernando walk in. He's sparking up conversation with the decoy, trying to make her comfortable. You can tell by his voice that he's pretty nervous. So, you know, he pours up a mimosa. Now, this guy thinks that he's in this house alone with this 14-year-old girl. Little does he know that just about 15 feet or so around the corner from him, there is a camera crew of about 10 guys.
I'm nervous a little, you know? Aren't you? Yeah. You want one? Yeah. Okay. I'll have one here. Like this one? Right? Because it's like, I think it's just champagne orange juice, right? I don't know. We'll see. Why?
Now, just by hearing, we could tell that Fernando had poured himself a mimosa, and he was really starting to, you know, get comfortable with the decoy.
You want to sit or? Okay.
Dude, if she pulls this off, that's gonna be so
Now,
insane.
at this point, Courtney's performance as the decoy is just, you know, astounding. She's doing a great job, but we needed her to go that extra mile. We need to
It's
get
just
this
some
guy
poor-ass
Fernando
RuneScape merch.
in that shower by any means necessary. It's got to happen.
Dude, I can't believe they get him to get naked.
Now, we had no idea what was going on from around the corner, but we were just praying that we would hear the shower water turn on. This guy is in the shower. Holy sh**. Are we gonna wait till he gets out? Okay.
I don't know, what do you want to talk about? It's okay if I get water or... I'll go inside.
He's talking to the decoy from the shower, trying to get her to come inside and join him. I mean, Fernando, she's 13. Come on.
Come
You
on,
know, it's just,
Fernando.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, look what we have here. Oh, hello, tiny.
Come on out here.
What is it?
Come and have a seat.
There is nothing for you. What's? How did you end up here?
Now, the longer you looked at it, the worse it got. Honestly, his area down there was not very impressive at all. If you could imagine, you know, a shrimp, it's pretty much a shrimp.
I guess you could say it was.
The
Kid
bush
size.
to penis
Get it?
ratio on Fernando was subpar at best. Not impressive at all. Not impressive at all.
You shower? Oh, no kidding.
Let's come out here and talk on this on the couch.
No, it's okay. You don't need it. Like, who needs clothes nowadays, anyways?
Oh, God.
Let's go. Let me get my cup.
Oh.
No, nothing.
So we should probably cover this up, though.
We'll get him a cup or a shot
Yeah,
glass.
it's here. This way,
Anything,
this way.
whatever.
I'm gonna give you a
So
cup.
much
Come
more.
here.
Mission Get Fernando in the shower was accomplished. However, there was still more work to be done. We still had to have the confrontation.
Here. For you. Here. Oh, Lila. Yeah.
Do we have a
Cover yourself.
towel anywhere? Or
Towel. It's here. No, it's okay. It's here.
You can have a seat.
And I just.
wherever you want.
Like,
So we got Fernando out of the shower, but the problem
it
was,
just annoys me when
you know, he was still naked. And we didn't want to see that tiny, pathetic little shrimp anymore. And there were no towels left, so the next best thing that he could cover up with was a purple plastic solo cup, similar to one that you would see at a frat party, for
You think
example.
they did that on purpose?
Just
I
one of
feel like
those cups.
Yeah.
I mean, we know you're nice and clean, so
No, I'm doing it. No, it's
if you want
okay.
to use a blanket to cover on up, or so. What's your name?
No, I don't want to talk.
What's that?
I don't want to talk.
You'll take your clothes off, but you don't want to talk. You
Yeah.
don't seem very shy.
No, I don't want to talk.
You're already here. You already did it. So let's have a conversation. We can do it with police or without police. So you make up your mind.
Whatever you want to do.
No, I don't want to talk.
Would this be your profile on the Whisper app?
No.
No. So your name's not Fernando,
I'm scared. I don't want to talk.
and you're not 32 years old.
I'm not.
Do you have an ID on you, Fernando? Oh wait.
I
Yeah, it's probably in his pants. He's
don't want to talk.
Bathroom.
I don't want to talk. Really, I don't want to.
I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to security.
No.
You're already here, bro.
I know.
The girl tells you that she's 13 initially. She asks you if it's okay. You say, wow, you're young. And then you say you're 32. How did you mess up?
Well, I just came here. I don't want to do nothing with her. I told her straight up I don't want to do nothing with her.
Why did you touch me then?
I didn't touch you.
Why were you?
Are you naked? Bro, you're naked in this house.
No, I was just going to
The
shower.
whole I
Shower
didn't
because I was
plan on
working.
anything isn't going to work.
Because
Fernando, you're naked.
I know, but
Okay.
everything I told her no.
But
You're sitting here naked on a couch. You can't sit here and tell me that you weren't planning to do anything with this 13-year-old girl that you're here to meet tonight.
cup on your right now, bro.
No, I don't want to talk.
But you
Actually-
showered at a miner's house.
No.
with me. You asked me to join you countless times.
did shower, dude.
Asking that nobody's home. Oh, I was sure there's nobody home. No,
And that was an awfully quick shower. Did you scrub in between the
I
knees?
don't want to talk.
Okay.
So here's the deal. We're already here. We're already filming you. We can already call the cops if you would prefer that. But it's already done. So this is your chance to explain yourself in front of the
want to
world.
have a conversation, man. That's it.
You pretending like this isn't happening is not going to help you at all.
You ask her if she's a virgin.
I don't want to talk.
Well, Fernando, why'd you want to know if she was a
I
virgin?
don't know. I don't think it.
It would be better if we just talked this through. Or would you rather talk to the police?
At this point, not only was Fernando's private exposed for a number of people to see, but so was his privacy. And when your privacy is exposed, it's never a good thing. And that's where today's video
Oh my
sponsor,
God.
Delete Me,
No
comes
way.
into play.
What up? It's your boy Seletsky. You walked in here. The least you can do is answer our questions.
You're
Okay.
already here butt ass naked on the
I'm
couch.
sorry, I want to talk.
So say something, explain yourself.
Help us to understand right now,
No,
man. Why is this okay?
We're
Why are we
genuinely
here?
trying to listen.
It's not okay. I fucked up and it's not okay.
Of course it's not okay.
That is the first thing that you said it right. It's not okay, but somehow you hear with a little tiny here.
You ask her what her type of guys are.
Damn, he's trying not gonna lie. I feel kind of bad.
You ask her what the oldest person is that she's dating.
All right. Anyway, let's see. What else we got? What's we got in the YouTube recommendations? Wait, what do you mean the video was higher than me? The world's purest cookie?
Hello everyone, this is your daily dose of internet.
Oh. Do you have freckles? Yeah, I put on freckles today. Let me put my desktop volume down. Okay, it should be better now. So the last time that I did a video like this, I actually ended up downloading the VOD, and I was so quiet that I was like, damn, I gotta do something about this. Let's do... Let's do this. All right. Let's do this one. I love Daily Dose.
She wanted to know what a hot dog scented candle smelled like.
Probably like hot dogs, right?
Hola. 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 Hola, cariño.
He just won the lottery. He looks like he just won the lottery.
This guy can make video game reload animations using random items from around the house.
Whoa. Whoa. Me and Valorant. This guy's talented.
This is how actors in food commercials eat.
In 3, 2, 1, action! Gagan! Oh my god!
I've never seen anybody eat something and act like that in any commercial.
Ready, Gasan.
I want this job though.
This guy met his girlfriend's dog for the very first time.
Whoa, he went straight for the... Oh my gosh. Oh my
Don't worry,
gosh.
he wasn't hurt.
Me.
I found an artist that creates incredible designs on pancakes.
This is so beautiful. Wow. I couldn't even eat that. It's so beautiful. Just let him get a taste. He's thirsty.
In case you didn't know, water is a musical instrument.
Me in the bathtub. Oh, look at the little kitty. Oh, he said hi. the speed limit's 25.
This dog got lucky and found a clam.
I sure should have increased my life insurance policy. Gotta open 4 metal gates. Oh my god, I got that on video.
Excuse me, this is like extremely heavy. Can you just hold it real quick?
What, this?
Hi, Mara. How are you? Wait, Mara or Mira? This is how you get a boyfriend. This is actually how you get a boyfriend.
No.
I found an artist that creates portraits by only using rocks he finds on the beach.
Mira. Wow, this guy's so talented. I wonder how people figure out they have these talents. Like, do you just look at the rocks and go, you know what, I'm gonna make a portrait out of these, or what?
Can you just back up, bro?
Oh, he listened.
Stop. I'm literally just trying to poop in peace.
This is how siblings fight.
That's the end of this video. Hopefully I made your day just a little better. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
I found a place to get this life-size Pokemon plushies. You should get some. I have this like big Eevee and this like pretty big Snorlax. I love them. They're literally the coolest things ever. You get a boyfriend by donating 50k RSGP. My boyfriend needs at least 1 bill on RuneScape. Sorry. It is what it is. How's your day been, Mira? I literally, dude, I wanted to watch this so badly. I'm so sad that this didn't work out. I joined the Discord and everything. I was going to ask him how many cupcakes he eats a day. Initially I was going to ask him what he eats in a day, like what his diet looks like, but then I was just like, nah, that's like too easy. Your Eevee's taller than me. Are you like 3'4"? Because the Eevee I'm pretty sure is like 3'4". TikTok's newest pick me. Hey, that's me. Guys, I've been uploading shorts and they've low-key been doing kind of fire. Just got a coffee during my break. How's your day going? Pretty good. I just got on like 30 minutes ago and I was gonna watch this with the chat, this exclusive EDP interview, but nobody wanted to send EDP $200, so it didn't happen, which is like really sad because I was kind of looking forward to it. Oh, the submarine! Yeah, do you guys think that they're gonna find the submarine? Yes or no? I'm gonna be honest, like, have you guys seen the controller that was used on the submarine? It's like this 390, it literally, wait, hold on, I'll show it to you guys. This is the controller. This is the controller that they used. I know, it's so scary, but like, look at this controller. They actually used a GameCube controller. The missing Titanic submarine was operated by a cheap video game controller, just $42, 42 euros, or is that pounds? 42 pounds on Amazon. Yeah. They, like, it probably ran out of battery. I don't think that they're gonna get found. What about you guys? Do you think they're gonna get found? Somebody said they think it's an assassination attempt, and low-key, they kind of explained it like there's 2 billionaires on board. So it makes sense that it would be like an assassination attempt. Wait, somebody else got murdered in a submarine? Oh my god, it was reported missing. Oh, never mind. They found his dismembered body. Anyway, not the same thing. Yeah, like the actual Titanic. Yeah, because there are 2 billionaires on board. Wait, Sam Hyde. First, I'm making everyone watch my YouTube short.
This soldier's parachute didn't deploy properly.
I got so
during
much
a
hate for this
military
video.
Exercise.
see that guy right there?
This soldier's parachute didn't deploy properly during a military exercise.
Let's see what he's got to say. I'm actually kind of curious.
Man, have you been following the submarine thing?
No.
Oh my god, man.
It's like the new Casey Anthony.
Those people are gonna die.
Yeah, that sucks.
They're so horrifying though. There's 5 probably. Called Ocean Gate. So it's already primed for social media. Ocean Gate. Ocean Gate?
Yeah.
And one of the missing guys is a billionaire, like the world's 17th richest man or something. So it's possible it's like a, you know, they killed someone on purpose or they're just doing some sort of weird thing. I don't, you know, whatever.
That's where they're at right now?
W, buy crypto. I love that take. Buy Bitcoin. Yeah, I've heard so many people say that they think it's like an assassination attempt. Like, I don't think I've actually met a single person that's just like, yeah, like reasonable, it like probably just went missing. Like, everyone is like, there's something weird about that. Let's see. Why would they go on that though? I'm saying I would never get on a submarine controlled by a Xbox 360 controller. There's no way I would get on that. No way. Okay, wait, be right back. BRB. I'm gonna change my shirt because I want to start playing Valorant. And I gotta get on like a Valorant shirt, you know, because I get sweaty when I play. Be right back. Oh, my bad. I didn't realize I was muted. They went on this, like, tiny submarine, to go see the Titanic with a Xbox 360 controller. Wait, can you guys still not hear me? Like, literally like an Xbox 360. I think, like, I don't know. I do wonder. It's probably really scary being down there and realizing, like, none of your connections or anything you have or anything you've worked for in your entire life can help you right now in this moment. Like, the only thing that matters is the fact that you're in that submarine and you just have to, like, wait and see. Yeah, it's like, it's actual nightmare fuel. There's only a few hours left, though, right? Yeah. Like, if they made something to take them down there, there's no maturity to go have a look. I think it's because the ocean is just so vast. And I'm not just, like, saying that to, like, give, like, a, like, blanket answer, but I think they didn't even find the Titanic until, like, years after it sunk. Years. And that's, like, a massive ship. So finding a very tiny submarine, like, the size of, like, a boat in the ocean is like multitudes more difficult than finding a massive ship that sunk. Yeah. I think one of them was starting to invest in like ocean, I don't know. Like, I think he was one of the billionaires that wanted to, like, really, like, put money into discovering the ocean and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I would have a backup, too. I'd be like, send 3 more down with me. What? But if one thing goes wrong, like, it does just crush like a can. Like, there's no way that they're going to survive. The PSI down in the ocean is just so much higher than even just being, like, up in the air in an airplane. Like, I think it's, like, 10 times. Like, at the depth that they were in, the PSI is 10 times what it is just being in an airplane that's, like, flying above. So, yeah. If anything were to malfunction at all that isn't the controller itself, they probably just, like, had a very quick, easy death. To be honest. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah. I think, I don't know. I guess he just wanted to do it. I mean, fuck. I think it's like a common thing to just go down there and see the Titanic. Like, it's not an uncommon thing, is it? I think it's like a very, like, common thing that people do. Like, they'll go scuba diving at shipwrecks. And one of the major shipwrecks that they go scuba diving at is the Titanic location. All right, guys. Mariah Mills. The Mariah Mills drama. I've always thought of this random thing, but if aliens came to you right now and were like, let's go to space, but you can't contact anybody, would you go? Like, for fun? Oh my god, yeah, I'd go. I'd be like, bye. I would, like, there are, like, people I'd miss on Earth, but at the same time, I just think being able to experience space and see... I don't know. I just think it'd be so beautiful to be able to just go up into space and, like, see the stars close up, or see a star close up, see, like, different planets. Yeah. Hey, don't be racist in the chat. Yeah, I just say quick bye to fam. Same. Oh, not you, Mira. Wait, do you guys want to watch this Mariah Hill thing? Or Mariah Mills thing? Do you guys know about that? Whoa, what is Pokimane versus Kick? I'm sorry, I'm not watching a 3-hour stream, but... Oh, wait.
Alright, what's going on, guys? So with all these big kick deals that have been going on for a $10+ million contract.
Nope. No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? Something about that is so cringe to me personally. What? Like, I understand, you know, if you need to make money. Nope. No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like, I understand, you know, if you need to make money, right?
Why does morals and ethics, what does that have to do with joining
shit
Kick?
when I have my, I can't. Like, ew. How do I, can someone put this into words better than I can? It's almost embarrassing.
Dang. I don't think they would offer her 10 mil. Oh.
I tweeted, congrats to XQC and Kick, because I think it's like a win-win situation for both parties. And she reached out and she was like, I was kind of surprised that you were publicly supporting it. And I do want to make it clear that it is kind of a weird situation because the platform is run by crypto gambling. It promotes gambling, which is the bad part. The bad part, long story short, I like gambling personally. I think it's fine to do, you know, if you're of age, you gamble what you can afford to lose.
Damn,
okay
W
with it,
Valkyrie.
it's all good.
She's making sense.
The part that gets messy is when you're streaming it. Some people that shouldn't, like people that are prone to addiction, people that are underage.
My neck looking like a lighthouse. Nigga pipe down.
That's actually funny. That's
Memes
actually
that
funny.
have proven to be funny. Surely.
Ayo, Warriors in A.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't understand what Pokebane's morals are. Like, that make her not want to join Kick. I don't get it.
She wants to talk. She said on stream that she said on stream, Valkyrie, she said that Toki DM'd her to like.
Dude, but like, so what? Just don't gamble. Like, Kick doesn't even promote. Like, Kick has its own gambling section. So it's not like you go into just chatting and see gambling. Like, that would have worked for Twitch as well. Where if you're gambling, you, like, just have a gambling section. Duh. You know? Yeah, just don't look at the gambling section. Duh. Like, it's not like people can't leave twitch.com and just go to, you know, Kick and gamble. Or watch gambling content. Just don't do it. Duh.
Question why she was supporting the move to Kick or whatever the fuck.
Damn. Yeah, that is a lot of respect then. Good
Oh,
for her for,
don't look up.
being honest about that. That is a lot of respect.
Yeah, Chad, does anybody know why she had to say that? Did she just feel like saying it, or is that people were like, or did she delete and people called her out? What happened on that?
What awaits us there?
Well, based on what we just saw from what you showed at the end, you could argue, right, if she was in support of it and then she said what she said when you watched, then I guess we could call that pokey-washed.
Ooh, holy fuck, wait. Schizo, an argument? Nah, that's schizo, dude. You can't win the argument because why? Because schizo.
There was an elevator and only up? There was an elevator this entire time and only up? Dude, there's no way there was an elevator. There's no way there was an elevator. And I was just like, bruh. I spent all of yesterday climbing over things, hoping not to fall, and there was an elevator? Anyway. Damn.
Me being a snake, so I think it's time we talk about you being a snake. Take it away, Ice.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk to Felix yesterday, but I had to go get my ears cleaned.
Oh yeah, are you okay? What's going on?
I was deaf for like 24 hours, but that's different. I'm in Japan right now, and it's too early to go outside before everybody tells me fucking, you know, go outside and touch grass. I will be doing that later in my IRL portion. But yeah, XQC, you said I was dog whistling. I don't even know how I would be dog whistling. There's some questions I have for you about what you said yesterday.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
No, ask away, Brett.
All right, what's going on?
Well, ask away. You said you asked a question. Ask away.
Oh, you said I was dog whistling. I don't even know exactly what you said I was dog whistling on, but I would like to understand what you were talking about with that.
Guy sounds like he is really fun at party.
It's just the
That's funny.
It's just
That's
it's
so
kind of
funny.
like what Pokey did. Which she kind of explained it, but it's like implicating and making the conclusions that one thing is linked to the other, right? As you go to dialogue, and like, it's like the whole Gamba angle. Oh, people understand that if I say it, it fulfills their thoughts about the gambling angle without debunking it or talking about it or having to fucking talk about it at all. It's just the people that know about it know, and you're just kind of fulfilling that, and you kind of know what you're doing. So it's like, it is what it is.
Whoa, there's a
If
whole
you're
2 hours.
gonna say, I did it for Gamba, and I can't. I'm not doing that. Not today. I go posting. I can't.
This is those,
Guys, no shots. She's calling me.
fences and walls and scale them and keep going and just
Oh,
I mean, like it was
nah.
an obstacle course.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. What's my name? Listen.
Oh, nah. What's my
Listen. Listen. I am not even mauled, okay? I'm not kidding. I am not mauled, okay? I'm just telling you, okay?
I don't think you're mauled either.
The things you're pointing at, if you're gonna go there, you gotta send it. Otherwise, you gotta send it. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you.
X. You're being debated right now.
No.
Really bad.
No.
Wait, let me just hear me out. Hear me out, and then you can fully disagree, okay? Just
Yeah.
give me a minute or two, okay?
Yeah, go.
Whatever clip you saw, let me tell you in its entirety what I said, okay? I said if me, personally, if I switched to Kick, that would very clearly be hypocritical
Mr.
and a
How can
move
I
that
get
I
a
do
welcome to
only
the
for money, right? Considering the stances that I've taken in the past against crypto gambling, etc.
Okay,
right?
but
and
what's
I
the link?
even say, hey, well, I was just
Yeah, +1.
I was saying, for me, I think that would be a bad look. But for X, someone who's always been for that, it makes more sense. That's all I said.
Yeah, you see, the main problem that happened with that initially, right, is that the whole idea. So people, I think it's a very, very low hanging
I don't think she said that.
to go with the argument of like linking Kick to Gamba, because a lot of people are doing it, right? And it makes a lot of sense because oh guys, it's some of the management and some of the people from Stake. So it's
But
it's
that's
gotta,
their entire funding.
okay, right. So are you for inhumane conditions for working and
Yeah,
no union and all of that? Are you for that? Is that where your morals land?
I get it, dude. But proximity
So they-
to those kinds of things matters a little bit. Is Amazon perfect? No. But what is this whataboutism?
Huh?
And listen, that's your
Wait,
take,
what did
right?
you
You're
say?
saying, for
What?
you, maybe Gamba a little bit bad, Amazon a little bit bad, so you're comfortable doing all these things, right? For me personally, I've taken such a strong stance against what Stake does. For me to take money that comes literally directly from crypto gambling would be so silly.
She has been
Okay.
very against it. It does make
Okay.
sense that
and
you
I
can't
feel
just
like
switch up.
once I win the argument there, and you're just gonna go post back to saying, well, it's the unregulated one. Oh, there's some on Twitch. Well, these aren't as big, and well, Twitch is on trying to ban these ones, and well, and it seems like we're always moving the goalposts somewhere else when the argument's gonna lose traction. I think that's what this has been about pretty much. That was been the only problem.
I've seen a lot of people say, like, you know, moving the goalpost. My whole point with what I said is just saying that the goalpost has remained
That's so
the
true.
same
That is
for
so
me.
true.
I personally don't want to be affiliated with crypto gambling. I'm not for it. Do I love gambling in general? No, but I don't want that issue to become worse. That's it. So actually,
she touched her nose.
The
Does that mean she's
goalpost has
lying?
remained the
Just
fucking
kidding.
same for me. If I started dick riding Kick, then the goalpost has changed. Then all of a sudden I'm like,
Yeah.
well, Kick isn't stake in and of itself, so it's okay. That would be the goalpost changing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think.
I don't think what she's
that
saying is
in
making
it
sense.
of itself, for your thing, kind of makes sense. I don't think that's what the goalpost was at. But okay, listen. I think the main point in all of this is that you weren't there in those talks, so I get you're working with less information overall, right? And I think you're making conclusions that are a bit too quick, right? Because
Please tell me, what are these conclusions? How are they wrong?
Okay.
Like, I'm more than happy to know.
so you know something called like a roadmap. You know, there's a roadmap when there's a game that really makes updates. Like they have a content roadmap. You know what that means?
Yes, they're plans as
Yeah,
a company.
a roadmap,
I know what
right.
a roadmap is.
Right.
I've co-founded 2 companies on this.
Okay, so the roadmap for the website and the roadmap that I was in talks with, right? At first I was kind of like in the same idea as yours, right? And then I started understanding that that is not the goal and not the plan, and that is not the direction that they're going, and probably never will. Never
So I
never will
think
go.
what you're trying to say is that they are not looking to continuously profit off of crypto gambling. You know, they want to create other revenue streams. They want more of their revenue to come from perhaps streamers or subscriptions.
Oh
or-
shit! Stake always will. I'm sure Stake will, right? I'm sure that website will not. You're not. Stake will not become some charity thing. No, that will always remain Gamba. But what I'm saying is that the web.
What are we arguing?
Huh? Because Stake isn't Kick.
Yeah, it's not.
Do you not understand what I'm saying? Is that Kick is Kick? This is like, it's a project. It's a thing that they're doing.
If Stake wasn't Kick, why is Stake funding them in their entirety?
Hi, Kappa.
Are they
Okay.
different
Hi,
things? Yeah, but
DR.
you can't just ignore the link between them.
Okay. Let's say I'm a lottery winner. I win lottery. All the
Good.
gamblers, they buy lottery tickets. I win the whole thing. I win $1 billion. I put half of it, 500 mil, into making a competitor website. Are my endeavors clouded by Gamba? Are my things delegitimized by it? Is there a budget for?
Stake did not hit the lottery. I don't think that's a fair analogy whatsoever. Stake made the lottery.
Okay, but at that point, if somebody uses the fund that they have, right, a portion of it, to make it a project that is on its own, it's a standalone project, to be a competitor of Twitch. Why?
You can't compare one person hitting the lottery to to a company that owns a crypto gambling website.
Okay.
That's just not a fair analogy.
So since you're all about the numbers, I'm sure you know how much money the people actually made off that website, right? I think
I don't. How would I know that?
Do
you know? It's clearly over 100 million.
It's pretty public. Yeah, they have a lot of money, and you understand that the project is not a crazy amount in comparison, right? The whole thing is not a lot in comparison. It's like a fun project, right? And from my understanding, having talked not the train, not degenerates, actual people at the top, right? They want to make a good product. That's it. They want to make.
For them, that's great.
Okay. And when the product is standalone from Gamba and nothing is linked directly to it in whatever fucking capacity you want that you want to make, and the people that are signed, nobody does Gamba, everybody signs to just make content and be about live stream, then what the fuck is the problem?
Yeah, I don't get it. What is the problem?
I'm not trying to tell you, objectively or not, if Kick is a problem, okay? I'm just saying personally, the position that I hold in this industry, the things that I've stood for and against in the past, I personally would not make that change due to where the money that is funding Kick and all of the streamers that it signs exclusively comes from. I am not okay with that root source and the proximity.
Yeah, I'm literally
to it.
watching the doodling.
That's it. And if someone else wants to make a different decision, or the website becomes good and people enjoy it, that's great.
Well, that's
I'm just speaking personally to me.
Yeah, and I get that. Except then you spoke for me, saying I'm okay with those things when I'm not okay with that concept. The way you put it, that's not even why I was in it to begin with. So like you kind of spoke for me.
What concept are you not okay with?
Oh, that I'm somehow like morally bankrupt for the decision that I made or whatever. Because
Wait, I didn't call you morally bankrupt. I said this is where my morals and ethics stood in the past, and it would be weird for me to change my stance on them just being offered multi-million-dollar contract. I specifically said,
but it's
for
not.
you,
She's not getting
you
a
made
steak
I mean,
deal. She would be getting
you
a
did
Kick
partnerships
deal
with
to
steak,
stream
You've
on
always
Kick.
been okay with that, right? If you think
Yeah.
that that's morally void, that's you.
And
That wasn't my words.
then I was also after learning and in talks, I've understood that I genuinely believe, and I wouldn't have signed it if this was a whole 2 gamble operation. I don't think you understand it. I would have never signed it because
Does your contract have a stipulation?
Nope,
that
zero.
says you need to
If you want, if you sign an NDA, I'll show the entire thing, right? And I'll give you the right.
Fun.
And I'll give you the right to say whether or not there's anything of gambling in it.
Ooh.
That's kind of fun.
Be careful though. When there's NDA though, it means that you can't say shit about anything, which is kinda you have to be careful. Because I don't want.
I didn't know that.
Well, I'm just saying that.
Yeah, of course.
I would give you the right to say that there's no gamble at the end.
Want
That's
Pookie?
it. If there is,
Kick,
if that's the truth. Otherwise,
they
no.
want to sign her.
Sounds fair enough.
I mean,
cause she's saying she doesn't want to sign a contract,
do that
but
then.
is she being
First
offered a
NBA blog.
contract?
Okay.
Regardless, do you now understand what I was saying? And how it's not only that it was impersonal towards you, I actually separated it in a way where it's like, that does not make
No, I know. I know she's
because
signing an
his
NDA,
opinion
but
has been the same from the
has she
start.
been
Just
offered a
like my
contract to
opinion has been
even
the same
be
from the
saying
start.
that she would
I just feel
join?
like I just feel like since you don't have the vision, you don't understand it, right? Is that you don't say things like, oh, like it's about my dignity and whatever about your thing. It's because when you say, oh, for me, moral ethic, for me, dignity, and then for him, blah blah blah. It by implication, it's kind of like shots fired that I don't have those things. That's just kind of how it is. Like by default, it's how you're gonna sound.
I totally understand how it might sound that way, but that wasn't my intention. And the reason I mentioned you is so that it would make it clear that I am speaking to how it would look for me specifically.
What?
Your dignity kind of goes down when your opinion changes based on how much money someone's willing to give you. But for you, right, that should not be applicable or the case because you have stood by it the whole way through. So I don't know why you or anyone else would implicate yourself. Like the shoe doesn't fit, right? It shouldn't fit.
Okay, inherently, that does make sense. I think just the way you word it kind of implies it by default. So like it kind of does make sense. It's
No,
just
yeah,
it's
honestly,
just like the
I
dignity
thought
part.
that the way I worded it might implicate that too, which is why I tried to call out you as an example where it makes sense for you, but it wouldn't make sense for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't
it makes sense.
Pokimane the reason
Isn't it
that
the dignity part though? I feel like
Also, I think
gambling
your
is
viewers
banned
are
on
whispering
Twitch.
my subs and harassing them. If
Okay, chat, don't do that. Don't do
maybe that
shit.
could not happen, that would be nice. Like, let's be for real. Also, me and X, we're friendly enough that we can just hop on a call. It's gonna be okay, okay? We can all relax a little bit.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it did sound.
And also, X, I'm sure throughout your career there has been a lot of people who maybe like say one thing to you and then say some shit on stream. Like, you know, I've been there, done that. I don't want to be one of those
Hi,
people.
Kyrie.
So if it ever seems that way, let's just talk it out.
Yeah, fair enough. No. I mean that doesn't make sense. Okay, so The only problem is that it's always by implication. And something that Hassan does a lot. That's all. It does that a lot. He did that last couple days. It's always by implication.
I am not Hassan.
I know. Well, it does sound like that to people, and then people build this. Because let me tell you. Because okay, listen. Everything I do in life is all in, right? And I know for a fact that at our points in I guess wealth or money, you understand that if there's not something that makes you feel fulfilled, no matter how much money you have, you're gonna be fucking miserable, right? And it's why it took so many months for me to consider this deal initially, because I had to believe in the project. I had to believe that it was something that could be doable. If I had a part
I'm gonna be honest, there is longevity in Kick.
And making a competitor and actually coming out on top, that was like super like how would you call that? Like, holy fuck! If even if the stream part ends up not being too crazy, what about it? I don't think it matters that much because I want to make decisions and do cool shit that's like, you know, it's like almost like a passion project, and the passion itself I have in the project is enough self-fulfillment, right? That money can't buy, right? And that's something that on Twitch I haven't had in a long time.
I love that.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, dude, you don't have to justify your decision to me or anyone else.
Well, I'm just telling you.
I feel like you feel the need to, and I'm sure there are a lot of people attacking you over it right now. For like, it's cool.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I'm not one of them.
No,
I was saying, you know, maybe if Hassan takes the Kick deal, that might be a little weird.
Nah, he wouldn't. I already asked him when I was visiting your house. I asked him if he wanted to, and he said he wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm talking about me, my stance. That's it.
Oh, I mean, you're locked the fuck in. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I know you're kind of probably good for like another year, probably like 8 months. I mean, it is what it is. Listen, it's just what it is. Even if you wanted to swap, you wouldn't be able to, right?
Well, as you said, contracts end. So also tell me if you agree or disagree. For people being like, oh, you're just upset that X got the deal and not you. Wouldn't it make more sense if I wanted a deal to not be talking the way that I am? Because as you said, you know, maybe my contract's up in like 6 months. Shouldn't I be sucking up to Kick if I want a deal?
Oh, you don't have to explain it to me. You don't have to say that to me. You have to justify it to me. Same mentality here applies, but at the same time, it's like, if you're locked in, I mean, you're locked in, right? Like, I don't know how long your agreement is.
Not forever, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know. Because I know for a fact, I mean, listen, this isn't like a corporate secret, like everybody knows this. It's like, deals are scarce and
Scarce.
Amazon tries to, you know, like, Amazon's been trying to get like money on their investments without it being like a money sink. So it's been like harder on that end.
Yeah.
And
there aren't that many good deals like there were before.
Yeah, the deals are pretty much gone. But
so I promise you, if this was about money, I would be acting very differently.
Yeah. It's why even at the time, I don't like talking shit that much about people trying to people trying to do other things, because at the end of the day, you want things to be better, right? Like, people want things to be better, and everybody knows that, and you should know, you know 100% that at the high tier of streaming or whatever, you start to understand that complacency is trash, and then there's no innovation. People get lazy, people get whatever, and after that, it's like things don't get better.
Yeah.
That applies for massive platforms also.
Everything,
like,
even
honestly,
Instagram.
Like, you are not special, even if you're at the top.
Yeah, exactly. That's just kind of how it is. So then, yeah. So that was the main point. And yeah, Hassan's been talking shit too. Okay.
How so? Yo, should we add him to this call?
Try him to the call.
He
Yeah.
messaged me, so.
That motherfucker is
have a little fun.
snaking out, man. Dead ass.
Let's talk about it.
Well, how am I catching strays?
Well, basically, Hassan, we're kind of done talking about me being a snake, so I think it's time we talk about you being a snake. Take it away, X.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk to Felix yesterday, but I had to go get my ears cleaned.
Oh yeah, are you okay? What's going on?
I was deaf for like 24 hours, but that's different. I'm in Japan right now.
Are
and it's too early to
Hey,
go outside before
Io.
everybody tells me, fucking, you know, go outside and touch grass. I will be doing that later in my IRL portion. But yeah, XQC, you said I was dog whistling. I don't even know how
this
I
is
would
what
be
was at the
dog
beginning of the
whistling.
video.
There's some questions I have for you about what you said yesterday.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about.
I'm not asking away, Brett.
All right, what's going on?
Well, ask away. You said you didn't answer a question. Ask away.
Oh, you said I was dog whistling. I don't even know exactly what you said I was dog
I don't know
whistling
what
on,
dog
but I would
whistling
like to
means
I would
either.
like to understand what you
Who
were
is
talking
this
about with
Sam
that.
guy sounds like he is really fun at party.
It's just it's kind of like what Pokey did. Which she kind of explained it, but it's like implicating
means.
and making the conclusions that one thing is linked to the other, right? As you go to dialogue, and like it's like the whole Gamba angle. Oh, people understand that if I say it,
when inside jokes
fulfills
make
their thoughts
implications.
about the gambling angle
Got it.
without debunking it or talking about it or having to fucking talk about it at all. It's just the people that know about it know, and you're just kind of fulfilling that, and you kind of know what you're doing. So it's like it is what it is.
Dang.
You get it?
I don't know if that would be dog whistling. I think you're just saying that like I'm bringing up gambling when it's irrelevant to Kick. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Because I'm explicitly like dog whistling would be, I don't know, like hiding my genuine perspective on a certain thing, which is that like gambling is bad, right? Or unregulated, especially unregulated
I think
crypto gambling
X
is
used
bad.
The wrong term.
Yeah, I think so too.
What?
I don't think so.
I think you used the wrong word because that
Yeah.
wouldn't be dog whistling.
Maybe he was trying to say you were trying to.
Shit, did I misspeak?
Pander?
Unlucky.
Yeah, it's just the word. I don't know
Pandering,
what word he
maybe?
was trying to. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think it's dog whistle. Dog whistle is kind
Well,
of.
I don't
like
even
when
know what
you
it would be. I don't
say
even know what I
something
would
that
be pandering
only a certain
about.
group of people will understand. So, X, you want to maybe clarify what you were trying to say?
Yeah, I mean,
Virtue signaling?
Yes, maybe
Yeah,
that
I
one.
think they are virtue
Virtue
signaling.
signaling.
Actually, Pokemon
High
is
roading?
virtue signaling.
Please
Maybe
clarify.
high roading?
I'll
Not this turning into a vocab lesson.
I'll clarify. I feel like this whole like link to Gamba thing. I think it's like we talked about it like a million times, and you guys keep like it's almost like you kind of like validate the argument without really approaching it or talking about it, right? And it's like everybody just takes it for what it is, and you just kind of like, I don't know. Anytime you talk about it, I mean, even Poke did it today, where you just talk about it, and it's like, I don't know. You never really actually talk about the gambling angle of it. Yeah, and
What do you mean by the gamble angle? Like, are you talking about Stake being the like main party for Kick? Like, Kick is owned by Stake. The reason why Kick was created was because Stake. Like, here's what I believe. Okay, and I've been very open about this. I believe that Stake, the unregulated crypto gambling website, created Kick as an alternative platform so that they could have a like basic marketing arm. You know what I mean? That they could still
1000% agree. I think they saw
yeah,
the massive
I
return that
genuinely
they were
believe that. I don't think they
getting
got
off
in the
streamers,
game.
And they're like, oh, this is valuable real estate for us to have for marketing purposes.
Yeah, I don't think
for
I don't
anything,
think they built it because they genuinely were like, I care a lot about the streaming space and I want to, you know, get involved in the streaming space. I'm a big fan of streamers. I think their goal very openly is to funnel traffic into Stake.
Maybe not so directly, and I think that's probably the defense X is going to use.
So
but
no. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have to use any defense because you have the burden of proof is on you, right? You have to elaborate on what kind of proof you have that's what they want, right?
Just general business deduction.
Sure, go ahead. Continue.
This is still technically speculation, obviously. So you're right to say that, but when I look at
That's
Stake
so-
and I see the
get a
top
new one.
category being like predominantly owned by slots gamblers who are gambling on stake, when I see that the website was created by the owners of stake, when I see that like some of the largest content creators outside of like Aiden and yourself and Bruce that they've recently picked up are oftentimes like the most consistently sizable audiences are often going to be roulette, like gambling players, right? So that's one reason. That's not the main.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, like, why would they... Yeah, like, Stake makes a lot of money off of Kick, but also, like... Wait, sorry, other way around. Kick makes a lot of money off Stake, but it doesn't mean that it's actually genuinely correlated. Technically.
The main reason.
But I think we all know, like, it probably is just, you know, because it's harder to promote gambling on other platforms and it's easier to promote gambling here. I'm not saying that's the entire reason they did it, but they have a gambling section, which is, like, valid.
And still, obviously, is that it's owned by Stake, by the owners of Stake.
And then didn't they ban hot tub streamers? Or not hot tub streamers, but I remember the site was getting, like, a lot of, I don't know what to call them. They're, like, not hot tub streamers, but they're, like, sort of, like, I could probably just find one. Here, let me go on Kick, or on Twitch.
It was created.
Let's just go to just chatting. Like, I swear you'll probably see, like, 5 if I scroll. Like, around here. Here we go. Whatever this is. I don't know what niche this is, but there were, like, a lot of these sorts of, like, streamers
Tattoos
on
make girls
Kick,
look trashy.
but then they ended
Guys
up
are so lame.
banning them. Or, like, this type of, like, content.
Start. Experience the 6-episode event that's a game-changing spy thriller.
Wait, not okay. Wait. Not the ones that have like been doing this for a long time, but there's like a lot of like newer ones. That I think Kick banned. So let's go to just chatting. No, wait, never mind. They didn't ban them. There was.
Now streaming only on Disney Plus. Fury, start.
There's a lot
Experience
less.
the 6-episode event that's a game-changing spy thriller.
Yeah.
We don't know who we can trust.
I don't know. There was a lot less for like a while. I think they like cleaned the site a lot. But yeah.
With consultation from Trainwrecks, who was
No, it wasn't. No,
major.
People need to stop with
He
this.
was a major slots player on Twitch.
Wrong.
And it was basically
Well, I mean, wrong with that.
after.
Wrong with that. Yeah. Train. Listen, I love Train. Okay. No disrespect to Train. Train's involvement is extremely minimal. Okay, and
Well, I think at this point,
Train
during
likes
its
Train.
creation,
Nope.
you know,
Nope.
Train was like its main spokesperson. I think that's hard to refute.
That's irrelevant. Whoever actually a spokesperson, he wasn't appointed as, and in terms of the whole site as a whole and how big he is, he's eclipsed in both equity, influence, size. Just because he's one
Well, he has equity.
Just because his clips go on LSF about it doesn't mean he owns websites. I think you guys are overplaying his involvement by a long shot because it makes sense for the
I
argument.
think
It's
Hassan was
disingenuous.
just referring to his early involvement, which was quite
Yeah,
a
and
bit.
I was talking about
maybe
his
now it's a lot
consultation. I don't
less.
even think he's
That's
a.
fine.
I
We
didn't
don't
say he's a
know now.
co-owner. I didn't even know he had equity until you just said it. I just said.
I'm just saying.
Train's
that's-
consultation and development of the
I
platform.
knew he
His
had
Twitch
like, he was
bio
the
says
first
co-owner
one.
of Kick.
Yeah, he was like the first one to come out about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So that means by
Trainwreck
default
was the
that,
first one to, like,
that's what it means.
And Trainwreck has tweeted about how he's the third largest owner of Kick. I promise we will never touch your sub revenue.
Okay. And do you know what are the size by comparison? Third could be anything, and you know that, right?
Okay.
We're not
we're
gonna
getting
argue
lost
how
in the
involved it
semantics.
is. That's
We're
actually
getting
very
lost in the
fair.
semantics of the conversation.
No, they just brought that up.
We're getting lost in the semantics of the conversation. I didn't even know that Train was, again, like a part owner, let alone the third owner, right? I don't care about the size. Even as a consultant hiring Train, specifically especially after crypto gambling was banned on Twitch, makes it seem like the timing is relatively odd. It's a little suspicious to launch this initiative so publicly immediately after crypto gambling was eviscerated on Twitch. It seemed like they were looking for a new avenue
I want to be honest,
where
I
they
don't
could
get
just
the big
continue
deal
live
about
streaming
crypto
and
gambling.
get an ROI that
Hi,
way
Des.
by utilizing like a live streaming platform, whether it's their own or whether it's another big website that they could be streaming easily on, so that they could keep driving traffic to Stake.
Wait,
that was
did he
my
just
this is
bring
my
up-
speculation, given the fact that it's mostly owned by Stake. This is my speculation.
Is this Twitch?
Yeah,
We're getting lost so that they could keep driving traffic to
Does
Stake.
Twitch have a gambling section still? Twitch.
Very little utility and a bunch of galils.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna have a ton of bluffs, so I definitely need to size down. When you have very little bluffs, you want to size down because you can fit
that
in
was my-
all of
this
your
is my
bluffs
speculation,
with your value range
given the
comfortably
fact-
without a big bet size.
I had been banding about in my mind over
Slots?
creating a really long form vlog.
Wow. They still do have gambling. Twitch still has gambling? There's no way. There's no way. This is actually just a gambling stream.
No pinche, no pinche.
Nothing changed. They just banned Kick.
Continúa. Pinches.
Yeah, they just don't let you show the website URL.
Bueno, pero para.
What?
Bueno, pero para.
That's so dumb. That just literally takes money away from streamers who have deals. That doesn't even change anything about the website. Yeah, Twitch only bans Stake, not gambling. Yeah, dude, that's so messed up. No wonder they just said screw you and made their own website.
Another big website that they could be streaming easily on,
What sort of restrictions?
so that they could keep driving traffic to Stake. This is my speculation, given the fact that it's mostly owned by Stake,
like ID check.
and live
Stake does
streaming
an
is not
ID check?
necessarily a profitable venture to get into. It's a loss leader for Amazon, and Amazon is a fucking major company, right? Their goal is to basically capture the entire market and then start figuring out, once they have monopolized the live streaming space, start figuring out how to fill the inventory and start making it more profitable. This is Amazon's goal. A separate goal also is to beef up their IVS structure, which is when they go to websites like Kick, or when they go to Stake, and Stake says, hey, we want a white label live streaming website, and Amazon sells them that product, which I believe Twitch gets, I don't know the back end of that, but I believe Twitch might even get a percentage of that as well.
They don't.
So
Not even Amazon
Crazy. I hope you
Marketplace
get
takes a
clipped and then
percentage
up on
of
Dexerto and
AWS
people are
sales.
shitting on you for that take.
Well, okay. First of all, Pokey, I think that if there's one person who gets shit on fucking Dexerto all day, every day, I'm getting cooked nonstop. That's not even. I do know that you do get shit on unjustifiably on a lot of stuff, but trust me, I'm getting clapped up all the time on that.
From what I've been told by many Twitter users, there's no relationship or benefit to Twitch for the fact that, Kick is using Amazon services.
Well, I think it's kind of irrelevant. I think it's kind of like flexing daddy's money, but yeah, that was my argument on that one.
Oh, that's actually a good take. So that was an interesting one, at least. You said it's like flexing daddy's money. I don't really understand that, because like I probably have shit on Amazon, the parent company of Twitch, more than you have. I mean, we've had fucking conversations where I've shit on Amazon. I am the single largest human donator to the Amazon Labor Union, which Jeff Bezos is openly antagonistic towards. I'm not exactly fond of Amazon. As a matter of fact, I've mentioned that when we were talking about how like Kick is basically single-handedly.
I literally
kept
did.
up-
I was saying that. I was like, I don't think Pokimane got offered a deal for Kick, but she keeps on talking about not joining Kick like she was offered a deal and she's denying a deal. So I don't understand why she's like talking about not moving to Kick when she doesn't have an offer to move to Kick.
alive by Stake, I talked about how Amazon's hands are not necessarily clean either.
Oh,
I mean,
So-
I
don't know why you thought that was like,
your
you
warning,
know, defending daddy's money.
Your warning is a little soft on the Amazon part. Okay, let's
But
use
not
actual
Like-
adult words. Okay, yeah. Twitch is
Because let's be real, like, yeah, Twitch gets their money from, or Kick gets their money from gambling, but, like, Amazon gets their money from not paying their workers properly and having inhumane conditions. And, like, you know, there's, like, so much wrong with Amazon itself. It's like, come on, like, you kind of have to choose which is worse. Some guy sitting on his computer putting Bitcoin into a website where, like, no one is physically getting hurt, or, like, a bunch of, yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Twitch is maintained by the inhumane practices.
I want to hear Pokimane discuss Amazon's issues, like with their actual actual issues, not just like Twitch issues or whatever, just like their actual genuine problems.
And actual life.
No hate to her either. Like I'm definitely not hating on her. Just like I feel like you got to take that into consideration when you're like talking about where someone's money's coming from or where like a company's money's coming from.
Squeezing sweatshop-like conditions of employees. Okay,
Oh,
continue.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean,
True.
just if you're gonna use the harsh wording for Kick, use the same harsh wording for Twitch and Amazon.
I have. You're
Hi,
literally
Ryan.
repeating something I said.
Yeah, but
maybe you
just
didn't
now-
hear me say it,
just
but
now
I
you
have
didn't.
said that exact same thing.
Yeah, but just now you didn't. I'm just saying, like.
Dang, I
I'm
guess
just
everyone's on this wave.
Yeah. I'm not saying that like Amazon is infallible. I've never said that. As a matter of fact, I want to fix Amazon's labor
Do you
practices.
guys think she
It's
wants a
probably never
kick
gonna
deal?
happen
Be
unless we
honest.
fucking
Do you
real.
think she wants a kick
but,
deal?
I'm perfectly aware of that. Okay.
Maybe
I
we
think
should
that that's
all
bullshit. I think that that's bullshit for the record. I've heard you literally defend sweatshops against Moist Critical, so I don't know what your take is on that matter. But
Sweatshops go hard.
yeah, you and I have a difference in opinion on that, but overall, that doesn't change the reality with Kick's funding mechanism being Stake, and Stake being a marketing arm, in my opinion, Kick being a marketing arm, in my opinion, directly to funnel more active users onto Stake.com.
Thank you. I understand if you maybe want to compare the two, but I don't even think they're comparable.
What do you mean?
How direct streaming and supporting and let's say, working with Kick, who's entirely funded by Stake, versus streaming on Twitch, who is owned by Amazon.
I mean, you're always gonna
Amazon,
have,
obviously.
I mean, it's by proximity.
There's a lot of fucked up shit there too.
At least initially, you're always gonna have a close proximity. That's like fucking.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
your family. You're always in some business like farming, and then the fucking like their kid does
So you're
something
right, that
around
he did
the
get
idea of
100 mil
farming.
for 2
When it's in
years,
close
which is pretty
proximity,
insane.
of course, like it'll be like that initially, right? But as it expands, making conclusions about where it's going and where it's gonna be, right? By ratio, and saying, oh.
Wait, how
because-
did we make conclusions about where it's going and where it's gonna be?
Wait, that's the whole basis of the conversation. The argument is that it is
No,
it is made to fund gambling, and it is made and it is an effort to reignite fucking casino shit so they can remake some of the money on the platform. That is the you've just said that. Like you
Wait,
guys.
so you don't think
I
that's the
think
case?
that's a return on their investment. Yes, that's the
I
reason why they're
disagree.
investing so heavily.
I disagree in ridiculous capacity. Yeah, I disagree with that 100%.
What do you, well, you have more insider information than we do, so
Yeah.
I would love to hear your perspective on it. I might not agree with it, but
Hassan has really
I
what
have
do you
some
think?
insider information, but X, don't you also think? Obviously, Kick wanted to sign you, so obviously they're probably gonna tell you whatever you want to hear.
Wait, what? If I had the idea
What?
they want things to be about Gamba, they were talking to me about Gamba. Gamba's not my contract. I just told you. gambling was never even in any talks of any kind.
Oh, they make so
Not
much
even-
more than
not
I
even
know,
a
but
slight part
I
of it.
feel like it's a little bit disingenuous to pretend that they don't care about Gamba or that that's not a prioritization on the streaming
Well,
platform that they created because they saw how profitable gambling streams were.
That's how it felt to me in terms of I saw the roadmap and I'm building the roadmap, right? Everybody that is going to come up this month, it's gonna be massive. This month, it's gonna be I'm not trying to act like oh god, it's gonna be crazy. No, this month is gonna be absolutely unhinged, and most of the guys that are signed have been not only been none of them Gamba, they're all anti-Gamba, right? And
Dude, with the
they're-
contract
because they're sold the
that
same
big,
impression.
you don't have to
Of
Go ahead.
Kick and
take a
Stake
stake
are probably
deal
hoping
and
that those
gamble.
viewers
You're making so
end
much
up
it doesn't
also
even matter.
seeing the gambling categories,
So-
maybe
now-
get curious.
So now not only are we doing speculation, you're literally talking for the owners and you're making outlandish assumptions.
we are speculating, and I think this is a reasonable, educated guess to make, given how.
I'm not speaking
given,
for them or saying I heard this. I'm saying that's my theory, and
So-
I'm sure it's many people.
And
thanks for
will
subbing,
you
Io.
revert when things
Welcome
flip on the side,
to
or you can do
2
that like, all
months
the
of
time
being
and just ignore it and
subscribed.
say,
No,
"Ah,
because
whatever."
ultimately, even if they.
They're not even trying to profit off of their streamers. Where do you think the money's gonna come from?
Ads.
Do you know
Ad
something about
revenue.
something called tech? You know what tech is? Tech overall,
Technology?
just the whole sector of tech. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I don't want to be patronizing. Why are you so worried about
Hi, Kodak.
profitability when none of this shit is profitable? None
Yeah,
of it is.
nothing in
Like-
tech is
Because that's what we're
that
discussing. We were
Twitch isn't
we had
profitable,
the
I'm pretty
initial
sure.
point that
And they take like
Kick is
50% of their
probably hoping to profit. Sorry,
streamers'
Stake
rev.
is hoping to profit off of Kick.
Ah,
as
thank
a
you for
marketing
subbing on
tool
Kick as well.
primarily
WIO.
for their crypto gambling
Okay,
website.
so you don't think that there's a chance that possibly on the roadmap, the point is to sign and clean the product up, to move away from gambling, to make a strong competitor. That's all that's streaming, dominate the market, and then have profitable endeavors and a route to profitability, and get there somehow, right? You don't think that's a possibility? You're completely hashing that out.
So that's
No,
you bring up a really good
That
point.
can be a possibility, but it doesn't change its origins or where it's at right now.
Oh, so you're gonna discredit
And
where it's going and
those-
what it's
wait,
about
can I
because
just
of where
finish?
the money.
Hold on. Wait,
No,
can
I'm
I just
saying
cut
those
in here?
Yeah.
Two things was just why I personally wouldn't align with it.
Okay, let me just cut in here really quickly.
I can't tell
So-
the future. Sorry,
Okay, Felix, you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong. Are you saying that the reason why Stake is investing heavily into Kick is because they want to build up a competitive live streaming platform, not to market Stake or anything like that, but instead to become a primary force in the live streaming space on its own, with no genuine interest in like driving traffic to stake.com, and they're doing it in a way where they are like unimaginably unprofitable.
Yep.
Well,
Dude, there's so many other ways to make money with live streaming that like haven't been tapped into. To have a live streamed audience means to have a super engaged audience. Like there is more money to be made in live streaming in the future.
simultaneously giving Amazon money, like giving Amazon direct money in the form of both AWS and IVS, which is a copy paste of Twitch. It's like Twitch reskin basically.
Yep.
And they're doing this because ultimately they want to take down Amazon's live streaming market share and become the main monopoly force in the live streaming space.
Yep, that's right.
Okay. So Amazon owns AWS, right?
This
As
argument
you
is
know.
so
And
stupid.
Amazon still is having a hard time, according to Amazon at least, creating a profitable space for Twitch, despite the fact that they have already monopolized the marketplace of live streaming.
Right.
Do you think that Stake, which pays Amazon to even do live web hosting, would be able to ever reasonably become the monopoly force? in the
Right.
live streaming space.
So when you talk like that, you make
Yeah, do
assumptions,
not
right?
collect
One of these assumptions is
$4
super important.
No, I'm asking you a question. This is not an assumption. I made zero assumptions here. I'm operating off of what you told me.
Yes, you're also making the assumption that there's going to be no alternative. That technology is not going to change. It's always going to remain the way that it is right now, right? That's kind of the assumption you're making, correct? That AWS is the only thing and will always remain. And it's always going to be like that. You're making the assumption by default that this is set in stone and will never change. The technology is just stopped.
No Twitch
improving on that,
employee made
right?
Kick. It was.
No, I'm not making that assumption.
It was
at all.
Steak.com.
You kind of are by default. You are by default.
That you need physical servers to be able to operate a website. Live web hosting is expensive, like really expensive.
Yeah.
So expensive that the actual dominant force in the web service, the web hosting side of things, is having a hard time making their live streaming company, which already holds monopoly market share in the live streaming marketplace, profitable. The notion
And
that
it's still a
Stake would become
startup,
a competitive
you know?
player
It takes some time.
while utilizing
Twitch has had,
Amazon
like,
services and paying
10
them
years,
literally a
10
profitable
plus years to like get to where they are right
profitable
now. Kick has
amount
just
to
started,
be able to
like,
live
I think
to
6
do
months
this
ago or a year ago.
web hosting, which is part of the reason why, like, when you joined the website, it fell apart a little bit because like they didn't even have the bandwidth to do so, so they had to probably increase their bandwidth. Like they had to go back to Amazon and ask for more.
Your expertise on server capacity and initial releases and whatnot is very limited. And when you talk about this shit, it falls on deaf ears. Okay, releases and day one stuff is always bound to drive more traffic. The same way that Blizzard, an industry leader in
Agreed, so
gaming,
agreed.
cannot have a stable release on day one. It's just too much. And that is to be
But
expected.
you
in
can't
all
seriously be
fields.
comparing yourself
In all
live
fields.
streaming on a website, which you can do on every other website perfectly fine, to Blizzard releasing a game to an entire marketplace for the first. Like Diablo launch is not comparable to you live streaming on Twitch versus live streaming on Kick. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because, yes, you're right. Activision Blizzard fucks up regularly with their services, but those services on release day are fucking, like, they have significantly more active users than you going from one website to the next. For example, here, I'll ask you a question. If you tomorrow decided to go to YouTube, let's say you got a contract at YouTube, it was a massive deal, and you moved over to YouTube and you live streamed for the first time, do you think you'd be able to effectively crash YouTube?
No.
No, right? You wouldn't be able to crash YouTube, right?
No, hold up, let me talk now. Your knowledge of this is so limited. Since you went anecdotally about this, actually, I want to use an example that actually happened only a couple months ago. The Squid Games event with all the YouTubers and streamers that we did on Twitch. What happened on that day? Twitch crashed, right? That drive, in comparison, these things happen. And that's the same thing.
It does.
That's the same for ratio for Kick.
Now we're comparing 10 to 1,000. You know what I mean? That's the difference.
Not true.
Because
not true.
The reason why I already understand that. I'm accounting for you going from one live streaming platform to another competent live streaming platform versus one live streaming platform that is like very clearly not ready for the rate limit.
Has there ever been a large streamer who went from one platform to another and their first stream crashed said platform?
Wait. There's been brawlers on Twitch done that crash website. Yes.
There's been what?
There's been legends on Twitch that have crashed website.
No, yes, but I mean, right? And Hassan is saying those are at a different magnitude. So perhaps instead we.
So the goalpost moving from is it possible to how big of a drive it is? Like this argument is not we're not winning this argument. We went from the size of YouTube
because
the
there
size
are
of Twitch.
websites you can go to tomorrow and not crash them.
Wait. Kick by
you can go to
market share.
Facebook, it wouldn't crash Facebook. You would probably crash Twitter because they're also not ready for the bandwidth and not ready to like do massive video live.
Yeah, Kick is smaller. Wait, bro, Kick is smaller. What about it? Like, what? I don't know what you guys.
Yes.
That's
the
all he
reason
was
why I
saying.
mentioned
they
that
can't handle it.
They
Yeah.
the
just
reason why
they
I mentioned
adjusted
that
the
wasn't
bandwidth.
to the reason why I mentioned that was to tell you that like Kick itself still had to go to Amazon that day and ask for more bandwidth so that they could handle one singular Twitch streamer moving onto their website with a real audience, unlike Aiden Ross,
Daddy
by the way,
Amazon,
which
please.
never crashed the website for the record.
Oh, he did. But yeah, he did. Okay. Let's
Regardless-
dial back a little bit.
Yeah.
No, I remember he did. Okay. Kick is
So, X,
smaller.
to your
Got him.
point-
No. You guys overshot
Yeah,
something.
Kick is a
point.
startup. They can't expect
What you're saying
a
is
startup
that
to like.
the technology
Come on.
won't change.
They
No
fixed it.
progress will be made, and there isn't a point where there's a possibility that there's an audience flip and market share change. It's significant enough.
Dude, you're
Where-
the one making these assumptions. We never said that. We're talking about Kick
See,
now and where it's come from.
that's waffling. That's waffling. This is a classic waffling. You're implying something, but you're implying something. You're implying something by default, and then you back away from it once you've made the argument and you've tried it. So like, if you want to stop making these arguments and stop doing it by default, then we could do that. But otherwise, you guys are you're making an assumption by default, and when you're called out on it, you say, "Well, I didn't imply that." What kind of argument? What kind of strategy is that?
I can make an assumption. I
It's
can't speak for
about Kick
Pokey.
right now, not Kick 2 years from now.
Huh?
I think Pokey and I are talking about entirely different things. XQC, you are right to a
I
certain
literally was
degree
just
if
thinking
you're
that,
addressing
like,
me.
he actually
I
made some beautiful
am
art right
speculating,
here.
and
It's like some
I
actually
do not
beautiful art.
believe that Kick is in it to destroy the market share of Twitch. And the reason why I think that that is not a realistic possibility for them is because they are working with Amazon to maintain their platform. If they move away from Amazon, they have to go to Microsoft or Google. Those are the two other major players in the marketplace with respect to live web hosting.
Makes sense.
Amazon is the dominant force in AWS. With AWS, it's like basically the backbone of the
Right.
entire internet. The government uses AWS. You know what I mean?
Right. So these
How
things.
are you?
Are they?
That's kind of crazy. You came from Honest. Dude, I'm thinking about going live on there and having everyone.
No,
come to
they're
my
not.
Kick,
Is your-
like,
but I'm
ability.
saying
I'm building towards an argument here. Okay, fair enough. So these things aren't permanent, right? There is progress to get people over to some other to Kick or a platform, and to progress to try to get a bigger market share. Do you think there's even a possibility that there is another way to do it, another service where by the time that the audience flips, right, to make the product actually successful or not?
make the product actually profitable
or successful to the point where things flip entirely. Yeah.
If Amazon, which owns AWS, can't make Twitch live streaming profitable, then a company that's coming and getting outside rates is never going to be able to make live streaming profitable
you.
unless
Legends never done.
their profit
I
mechanism.
think X is trying to say or make the assumption that Stake is going to replace AWS with better technology once they get large enough, you know, and then they will detach from their relationship or need for any Amazon services.
Well,
Is
they
this
don't
likely?
have to do that.
I don't fucking know.
No, I don't think it
not
is.
anytime soon.
Thank you.
No, I don't think it's likely. As much as I know, like, I do have limited knowledge in this space, but at least I know a little bit to tell you that, no, I don't believe that the tremendous amount of overhead and the tremendous amount of infrastructural spending necessary to become a dominant force in live web hosting can only be done by, like, basically the multi-billion-dollar companies that have been established in the space and have gotten government contracts for a very long period of time. I do not think that Stake has the capacity, even though they do have a relatively low overhead, and they are basically a fucking money printer because, you know, that is the reality. They're like pretty much $2.6 billion in straight profit. You know what I mean? I think they make like what, 2.8 billion. Stake makes Stake generates a revenue, like gross revenue of $2.8 billion a year or something like that.
Yeah, they
I
can
do think
afford
that
to
they
work it
probably
out
are
loss.
currently basically printing money. and they do have low overhead, so they have a lot of money that they can spend for marketing initiatives to continue expanding and to continue growing Stake. But even then, I do not think that they have enough to build these servers. I'll give you an example. When Amazon first started implementing their AWS initiatives, the amount of information that they had to send to servers was so vast. Before they laid fucking cables, they would send server trucks to each individual location to upload it to their hard drives on trucks. They're like, this is an incredibly expensive operation to get started on, which is part of the reason why I would go so far as say it's an industry with a natural barrier of entry.
But they have the money to break that barrier of entry. They have.
Yeah, of course. And you just said
XQC,
that
they have
spent
Aiden
money,
Ross, they
and you
have
don't think that
Amaranth.
they're a possible candidate to achieve that task.
They've
If anybody can do it, it's them.
definitely have.
And you agree with that by default. You can't back away from that argument.
They've already started.
No, I don't believe that it's like
you inherently agree with the fact that if somebody can do it, it's somebody has a lot of money and could actually take on the fucking the big
Amaranth
fight
got a
with Titan.
contract
and that
I
would be your
right
candidate,
after
and you're going
XQC
to disagree with that.
Yeah, I just don't think that they're going to do it because, once again, Microsoft has established live web hosting services.
So many
Microsoft
big Twitch streamers
did the Mixer
have streamed
thing
on Kick, even
while they
without a
already
deal.
had the pre-existing servers, and yet they still were incapable of competing against Amazon and Twitch, and they quickly dropped it.
The product
Now, there is a big difference here.
Yeah, that
Stake
is
doesn't
true.
have shareholders that they are accountable to. They can just do whatever the fuck they want because it's just like a couple guys that run a crypto gambling website. However, even then, it is a foolhardy endeavor, and I don't believe that they would do such a thing, especially because it would, like, they get way more out of just running Kick as a marketing arm for Stake.com.
But not everyone on Kick has a
Right.
Stake deal.
You actually think that if that was the goal, they would get money back on their investments on that front, even though the people that are signing are not gambling related and aren't going to do it?
Yeah, if you
You
give
think that?
someone like
Yeah, no, it
$100
doesn't
million,
matter if every single person on Kick is
why would
gambling.
they gamble?
So if they
What
don't,
matters
if they
is
don't peddle
that
it,
it's an active website with daily active users and with
We'll
like
be
some of the
learning
top
about
content
server
creators
drugs.
openly gambling on there.
And
Not
they're
every single
creating-
content creator on Kick has to gamble.
They're not
Hey there.
creating additional sources of revenue, X, because of these 95% sub splits, no
Your-
ads, etc. It's pretty clear.
Your
At
mental
least
roadmap.
Currently,
Okay, the way you see
I'm
profitability is
talking
relevant.
about right now. If
Right,
in 2
it's-
years they switch up completely, okay, we can talk about that.
Guys,
then.
make sure to join
and
the
maybe
Discord,
their
by the way.
roadmap is, hey, we want to be a big player in the streaming space. I'm not saying that's not the case.
Even
but you
TikTok is
can't
trying to break into
argue
the streaming space
that
right now.
their
Like, they're
gambling
actually
branch or
incentivizing
wanting
their
to
live streamers.
generate more users.
A bunch of
for
people, a
Stake
bunch of
and
large
crypto
companies
gambling in
are trying to
general
break into
is
this
not a massive
industry.
part of how they make and need to keep making money.
Gotcha. So now it would be the burden of proof would be on you to create a link between all the signings and all the people that are going to be on there, right? And how to link these guys with gambling, even though they're not
The link is
doing
the
it.
money. The signings, where the money
No,
comes from,
nope.
that's the link to gambling.
Okay, no, that is not how that works. You're working the argument backwards. You're being disingenuous. I'm saying how to make money back, because you guys saying it's a funnel for Gamba, what you just said,
Mhm.
right? Now I said it. From that point on, it's Gamba to begin with, let's say. And
But I
it's
think
just
we
sign
said
it.
this already. They're hoping that, honestly.
Oh,
just
so
like-
they're hoping. You speculate that they're hoping it. So what you're saying is that I'm telling you, I'm telling you with my insider knowledge. Wow, I'm giving you guys inside information that the next almost every signing, it's entire people that will never do Gamba. That would all be money just lost entirely. How do you tie that to gambling? How do you tie these people to gambling? And how does he make it?
Because
these
they don't need
people
every single person to
actually
gamble.
Have more data than you know. They've clearly seen a correlation between just generally having more users on their website and more likely users funneling into Stake.
That would
which,
be
which in its entirety wasn't
incredibly-
gambling, but
But that's
enough
such a
people were,
reach.
and that was
Like,
enough
I'm
for
not
them to
even-
make
I'm
money.
not pro either.
Now that they can't utilize Twitch, they decided, having unfettered access, an unregulated website where they can have a shitload of live streamers on there and a shitload of daily active users on there will drive enough traffic to the gambling streamers on there and therefore to Stake. And I think Pokey is right. This is still ultimately a business. They want to make money, and that's the return on their investment. The return on their investment is always going to be how many of the daily active users are they driving over to how many of the daily active users on Kick are they driving over to Stake.com? Now, I want to bring something back again with respect to Microsoft. Microsoft's market cap is like $2 trillion. Microsoft's gross
Ninja
profit
did. I thought
in
Ninja was still
2023,
signed
in the
to
same
Mixer,
year that
to be
Stake
honest.
made
Twitch
$2.6 billion,
Karens. Stop, that's
was
so funny.
$142 billion.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
So
I get it. No, I get it.
that company, Microsoft, already has pre-existing capital baked in to the live web hosting services. They've already spent billions of dollars building out this infrastructure, and yet they still failed to make a profitable venture on Mixer.
'Cause no one
and
wanted
the
to
point I'm
sign to
always
Mixer.
trying to get back to is what the goals are for Stake, because you're asking me like
I
why
got
is
you.
Stake doing this?
Ready? I got you, brother. Then instead of using Mixer as an argument, whatever, because they have the big. If somebody can do it, who would it be? YouTube. YouTube have all the components, the knowledge, the staff, the money, the traction, the server to make it profitable and good.
Well, I
and
just
they
mean,
have
like,
never been able
People
to do it. And their
didn't
market
hear
share
about it because there was
sucks
no
balls,
controversy.
Right?
No one had
Right?
any incentive to just
It's
go over
almost
to the
as if
platform.
what
where,
matters
as
the
with
most
Kick,
is a good product.
with Kick, people actually are hearing about it and seeing it other than like a couple of times or other than just one influencer tweeting. Normal, regular people are talking about it. Pages are, or at least meme pages are like writing articles about it. People are hearing about Kick. I didn't even really know what Mixer was until I like started streaming, and then like the whole Kick thing happened. And then I like learned about Mixer and learned about all these other like failed streaming platforms. But I honestly had no idea about Mixer. But I knew about Kick, and I'm not, or before I started streaming, I wasn't a streamer, and I still knew about it. So yeah, like I just think there's no incentive for Mixer. But there is like an incentive for Kick, which is the 95-5 split.
Right? To make something successful. That.
How is Kick's product? Okay. I know you're talking about the future.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
yeah,
because
yeah.
we've
Yeah,
had
that
more
happened just now,
changes
you're
on
right.
Kick in terms of check experience and product in the last 3 days that Amazon, Twitch had on theirs for the last 3
Is that
years.
still up?
So, where's your argument now?
Yeah,
Wait,
but
I gotta go back
Amazon
a
and
little. I forgot about
Amazon and
I don't think
YouTube can
there's
hold
much more to
Amazon and
it.
YouTube $1 billion.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
So,
I get it. No, I get it.
that company,
Sorry, you guys have to listen to
Microsoft,
this for, like,
already
another, like, 10
has
seconds.
pre-existing capital baked in to the live web hosting services. They've already spent billions of dollars building out this infrastructure, and yet they still failed to make a profitable venture on Mixer. And the point I'm always trying to get back to is what the goals are for Stake, because you're asking me like why is Stake doing this?
Ready? I got you, brother. Then instead of using Mixer as an argument, whatever, because they have the big. If somebody can do it, who would it be? YouTube. YouTube have all the components, the knowledge, the staff, the money, the traction, the server to make it profitable and good, and they have never been able to do it. And their market share sucks balls, right? Right? It's almost as if what matters the most is a good product, right? To make something successful. That.
How is Kick's product? I know you're talking
yeah.
about the future.
Oh,
but,
you're right. You're right. Because
a
we've
little
had
bit
more
all the
changes
same.
on Kick in terms of check experience and product in the last 3 days that Amazon, Twitch had on theirs for the last 3 years.
That's very true.
So, where's your argument now?
Yeah, but Amazon and
Frankly, I
Amazon
don't
and
think
YouTube can
there's
host
much more to
Amazon and YouTube can
innovate
host you.
within this space.
One at a time.
Go ahead, Hassan.
Amazon and YouTube can host you live with ease, whereas Kick is still having issues with that because they're a relatively new company. Of course, they're going to keep making changes every single day. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's like a better product. I don't genuinely believe that Kick is a better product. it might become a better product. I want it to become a better product because I want this space to be more competitive. But let's be real. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 here. I don't think Kick is a better product than Twitch as it stands currently.
Of course it's not.
Especially because your juicers
they've
probably
had, like,
agree with that.
10
They
years.
want to watch you. They want to be able to watch you, and they're having a
They're
hard time
willing
doing
to,
that.
like,
We have a
make changes.
multi-page Google Doc. I'm hiring devs as we speak, and I'm doing talent scouting to make it really good. And that takes a bit of time. I think this idea that because something is a certain state right now, right, and it's bound to stay like that, is disingenuous and is anti-progressive. And as somebody who's preaches the left and the other side, which is a progression, I think it's very short-sighted. Progress takes time. Progress takes time, and you many people will know that.
Beliefs are irrelevant to Kick's future prospects, I think.
It's progression. It takes time. Things improve.
But do you understand the argument that I'm making? Because we're both currently speculating on Kick's future, and we're both speculating on what Stake's actual stake is in the matter, right? Pun intended. And when we're having this conversation, I'm giving you actual information as to why I think Stake's personal stake in the matter is different than what you're presenting. And the only thing you are giving back to me is, no, it's going to be a better product in the future, and it's actually going to have all the web services on their own internally, potentially, or maybe not. But, you know, it has the capacity to become a competitor to Twitch and actually eat away at their market share and maybe even become the monopoly live streaming service. And yes, of course that could happen. There could also be a meteor strike that wipes out all of Microsoft's and all of Amazon's fucking web hosting servers, but that doesn't mean that it's likely that that's going to happen. And that's not how people make decisions when it comes to business.
Okay.
People make decisions when it comes to business over what their return on their investment is. And right now, they're melting money. They're dumping a shitload of funds into Kick.
Says you. Says Amazon. Says you, bro.
What?
Says you.
95-5 split.
Says you. Says you. Says Amazon.
Amazon is very open. Amazon is very open about what their interest is. Amazon has always done the exact same thing, okay? They engage in predatory capture of the entire marketplace, and they drive out competitors until they turn into a monopoly, and then they slowly massage their overhead. They make tweaks here and there. They make the product a little bit more expensive. They add additional quote-unquote benefits without you realizing, until before you recognize it, you're paying more for Prime, you're paying more for delivery potentially. This is how Amazon has always worked. And Twitch is no different. They bought Twitch because they thought live streaming as a medium is going to be the next wave. There is a tremendous amount of inventory. We already have basic monopoly control, almost monopoly control over web hosting. So this incredibly expensive part of live streaming, we already handle for everybody else and for ourselves. So it makes the most sense for us to be able to monopolize the live streaming sector so that eventually we can find good ways to fill all of this inventory and make a shitload of money, because ultimately the goal is profit.
Okay. Okay. All these business terms make a lot of sense. You are making sense. Okay? You're making sense. I think sometimes people oversimplify a lot of these concepts, right? Overcomplicate it. When at the end of the day, I believe in a good product is king, right? And I don't want to be ego Andy. I swear, I'm trying not to. Okay, but I think they need.
What is she
They
waffling
need
about?
and needed somebody like me, and now they have it. Now what? I feel like it doesn't take much to make a really good product that is inherently gives people that consume live content what they want, right? That's all it needs is a better product.
Do you think?
What's up? Go ahead.
From what we've seen in the streaming
Yeah, I
industry,
know.
it's
I
not
know.
like you can make streaming that much better, and you know the influx of users changes.
You can
so
by
drastically.
incentivizing your smaller
The only
streamers.
thing that really
like
made it almost
people
profitable was
want
probably
new
like COVID.
content.
A
People
lot more
want to see
people
new
being home.
people. People
And I
want to
don't
actually
think anything Kick can do is gonna really
stream
bring
or
in, like,
watch
a new
streamers and be able to
audience.
interact with
A new
them.
audience. All they gotta do is yoink.
Thank you guys for coming into the
They'll have to-
stream.
No, yoinking is not enough
They're
because
yoinking pre-existing audience.
Oh, yeah, but
yoinking is not enough. If yoinking was enough, then Amazon would be, Twitch would be
Yeah.
profitable.
Yeah.
Twitch is currently not profitable, and they have one of the most important parts of
Wait.
live streaming locked down: web hosting. Live web hosting is the most expensive part of Twitch's revenue-generating scheme. The reason why Amazon considers Twitch to be a loss leader and not already a profitable entity is because in their internal accounting,
Yeah,
they
they
look
actually
at how
Twitch
much
actually changed it.
how much of the web service, the web services that they're allotting over to Twitch, and how much more they could sell it to competitors at like regular
Twitch
market
is now
rates.
70-30.
So even with that, even when they're internally massaging numbers, they still consider Twitch to not be profitable, partially because of that and partially because of Twitch Prime, which is a subsidy for Twitch. Amazon Prime utilizing Twitch Prime to avoid ads at the top of the hour. But ultimately, if Amazon can't do it with the existing market share, yoinking it from Amazon while literally paying Amazon market rate, you're never going to be even remotely profitable, especially when you have no advertising initiatives, especially when you have no advertising initiatives.
I mean yoinking market share, not yoinking money.
Market share doesn't mean anything.
Yes, the market
because
share clearly isn't enough to create a profitable product.
Why are you guys?
Why does it have to
why
be
are you
profitable
guys
if Twitch
so
hasn't been
set
profitable
on
for like
profitability?
14 years? Yeah.
Why are you so set on that?
I thought that was the point of this entire conversation.
I like it. I think
If
how you
profitability
think-
was okay.
If you don't think Stake is
It was a
interested in
good
becoming
decision.
a profitable
It was good
corporation,
it was a
why
good
do you
design.
think, or not Stake, sorry, Stake is profitable. If you don't think Stake's interest in Kick is to make it a profitable live streaming service, then why are they around?
Because of
do
the
you think that
culture.
they have like a genuine
I have no
interest
idea.
in the love of the game for live streaming? Is that
That-
why? Because
that
they
is-
want to do a non-profit.
Oh my
like they wanna
god,
burn money?
Hassan, how long has it taken for YouTube to be profitable? Give me a fucking number of years on that. How much?
I don't know, but I understand what you're saying. I understand the point you're trying to make.
Ass load juice. Juice ton. I don't even know if it's profitable now. Is it? It's a juice ton of time, money. It's insane. I don't think they're profitable now. Are they? Are they?
Yeah, tech companies
are
take so
not.
long to become profitable.
Since
YouTube internally for Google is worth it. That's a great example. Google has AdSense. Google's AdSense makes a fuck ton of their revenue. YouTube internally
these
is not
companies also
profitable.
don't
It can be
want to make
eventually.
profit.
But YouTube's
Because then they get
sustainability
taxed on
comes
it. So I don't
from
know, like, no
the
one really
company
knows.
that
Gotcha.
owns YouTube taking advantage of advertisement inventory. So what you're describing with respect to Stake is not even remotely applicable. It actually makes my argument. Stake sees Kick as a good venture, even though it's not profitable, because it drives traffic to Stake. Because Stake sees it as no different than, buying ad space on a Formula One car or potentially buying ad space on fucking Chelsea Football Club. They see it as a marketing initiative, and that's why they're doing it, because they want to drive traffic. Why did Stake give $100 million to Drake? It's not because Stake didn't give $100 million
They love
to
his
Drake
music.
because they love Drake's music. They gave him $100 million.
I'm sure they love
because
Drake's
Drake
music.
gambles on Stake all the time, and he posts it on Instagram, and therefore he gets a lot of other people to go onto Stake and gamble as well.
That's kind of how marketing works.
We
You pay someone to do something so that you can
Let me finish my point about
get
YouTube.
people
So
to buy your
you agree-
product.
You agree?
That's
that it
why
takes a
influencers
significant
get
amount of
paid.
time for something to become profitable, if it can become profitable in this industry. It takes. So why are you guys worried about the roadmap to profitability on a 6-month-old product, comparing it to a 20-year-old product?
Well, the only reason why we're talking about it is because you said that our speculation on why Stake has dumped a fuck ton of money into Kick is wrong. And
Because they wanna make money.
unfortunately haven't really provided any counter examples as to why their initiative and why they're spending this much money on Kick is actually for different reasons. I'm giving you why I'm speculating this way, and I'm telling you exactly why I believe Stake is putting this much money into Kick. I described to you step by step how we got here. So I want to hear from you, other than like a hypothetical future where like they do want to capture the market share, and although it seems completely impossible to do so.
Yes, it is. And I told you, okay, that there's a part talk and there's a part action. And the part talk is I'm telling you, and I even offered Boki, if she looked at my contract under NDA, that she can verify or not. This is any gambling talks, any topic of
I want
any
a
kind.
full
You can
stream
look
where
at
they
my
go
logs.
over the
Yes,
contract. Like, I
look
want
at
a
all the
follow-up
chats
stream where
and
they
see
go over
there's
the
any hint of
contract.
gambling in it. And when she says no, on top of which, when I spoke to Eddie, I truly believe Eddie believes in the product and he believes in what he's doing. Whatever it's a passion project, whatever, he actually believes in the product and where it's going, regardless of a gamba itself. He actually does. And the one proof of that is that when I'll show you the next big signings of not only just this month, the continued efforts to make the brand stand up from Gamba. That's all that matters.
Felix, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is why they gave you $100 million. Like you're
Dude,
doing
I'm
it right
saying,
now.
I don't think she got a
This is the
contract.
reason.
I don't think she got offered a contract.
Like, listen, you might not directly need to gamble, but one, they know you will, and two, it's like foot traffic. People are gonna be on that website.
Yeah.
There's gonna receive,
Okay, wait,
passive
look at
promotion
this.
per se. And obviously, this is something that they know. They didn't give you $100 million for fun. That is obviously a number.
So clearly there are
that they
no.
calculated
Okay.
based off
So,
of
so,
what they
what, so
already
what you
have.
just told me, what you just said, is you're saying it. Regardless what happens, any substance that I bring up, with any roadmap, logs, talks, you will never let go of the idea. Even when proof pops up, that dealings
Brother.
from Gamba, you will never legitimize and change your idea. You are bricked into place.
Oh, yeah.
You
The
guys-
biggest
you
one.
are-
How did I forget this?
for you.
How did I
Are
forget
you
this?
ready?
How did I
You
forget
are
this?
bricked
You're gonna
into this
understand my
thought.
point. You're gonna understand my point. You and I have been
Who
to Vegas
is
together.
this?
We've gambled together in Vegas. We've
Look,
gone to
they
casinos.
literally did this 2 days ago.
Casinos
There's an entire
have,
stream.
talent. It's not like when they're hiring
Win
Britney
big on
Spears.
Hoarders,
Casinos
whatever
are hiring
Hoarders
Britney
is.
Spears because she's gonna personally gamble, or they're hiring Britney Spears because they think Britney Spears is going
Yeah,
to.
you guys are right, you guys are right. I
urge others to go
completely
and
forgot
gamble
about
at the
that, like,
casinos.
what?
They hire Britney Spears because they want foot traffic into casinos. Stake has built Kick so that they can have foot traffic into Stake. You, in that regard, are no different than a casino hiring a famous, talented person. You are also
Britney Spears.
evangelizing Kick right now, and you're technically fulfilling maybe not an openly stated part of your contract, but the main reason why they gave you $100 million. The reason why I personally believe it's a non-exclusive deal, which is great for you, by the way, I do think it's great, is
Or maybe it's
because
because he's a massive
it's because
streamer.
then you can move over to Twitch. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say you can move from Twitch over to Kick, and your audience will follow you as well. If you went directly
Guys,
to fucking,
Does Twitch not give their streamers contracts that are big? Does Twitch not give their streamers like multi-million-dollar contracts? Because if they do, then it just makes sense that another site competing with them would give their streamers multi-million-dollar contracts. That just makes sense, right?
Kick, you would lose a big chunk of your audience that would follow you there, and that's not a diss on you. You have a massive audience.
They
that much
don't?
is
That's the
clear. I
same
mean, you
thing.
literally
Streamers
bricked their
really.
website. But this way, you can slowly but surely funnel more viewership into Kick, which will ultimately open up more foot traffic for Stake.
Right.
I don't know why that's something you would argue. We're not saying that long term they don't have plans to do more than that, but that's clearly the logic for now, and that's how they make money for now. And they haven't yet put into action anything that shows otherwise. If they were to create a new product that seemed profitable for them,
Oh,
their subs
dude,
don't seem
he opened
profitable,
up
they don't have
casino as
ads
well.
to profit from. So this is all we can really go based off of for now.
Yeah.
Like you're the Britney Spears for Stake.com. That's what you're doing.
Okay, and I mean, by comparison, I mean, you guys are doing the same thing for Twitch, which has more combined viewers on all sorts of categories than Kick will probably ever have in the next coming months, if not years. So, by default, you're doing even a bigger disservice.
Dang. She got him there.
You're saying that because Twitch has the virtual casino slot on it, that we're actually driving traffic to the virtual casinos?
Yeah.
We don't have control over Twitch. I would love for Twitch to eradicate all matter of virtual casinos.
Wait, that's literally just what they said to him. What?
And the people that are gonna be on the
Am
website
I missing something?
to gambling, right? In a more efficient way that I can do it with Twitch and the ones that are on the website on their gaming
We're
categories.
not talking about the signings in
The people-
particular. We're just talking about the infrastructure.
So you're saying
or
that
the business structure of the website currently.
okay.
When we are exclusive streamers on Twitch, we are driving traffic to Twitch.
That's so funny.
Twitch's
They
goal.
said, "We
That's
don't
why
have
they want
control
us
over them."
to be
That's so
exclusive
funny.
streamers on Twitch. That part is absolutely correct. You are not wrong on that. And certainly a part of that also is, living with the reality that is a website owned by Amazon, and Amazon is doing a fuckload of illicit shit and awful shit worldwide. I am completely aware of this. Of course, there is no other alternative that is more ethical, and that is a mental calculation that I've already engaged in, and that's why I am here, right? But as far as
So what? Okay,
just unplugged
let's
something.
work it backwards.
Sorry.
Work it backwards then.
Okay.
Work it backwards. Explain to me, what can they do to legitimize the fact that it's not about Gamba, and it's about a live stream product? What can they do? Because I've tried multiple ways of showing you proof and telling you that it's not what it's about. It's about a good product, and
You
then you can
can't
better.
show, I mean, there
Well, tell
really
me,
is no proof
how do you win
there.
then? Then how do you win then? How do you win this argument then? How?
Well, all you can do is say, hey, we have plans to change perhaps, how Kick is profitable in the future,
But
and we
they're
don't want to
not
rely on
profitable,
gambling. And we'll be like,
right?
Okay, maybe we
so
won't believe you, but
I said that, did that, showed you, and tried to prove you
But the
that,
thing is,
and you won't change your mind. And on top of that,
we can agree to disagree, and that's of course we won't change.
So
our
you're
mind
saying that
based off
you're
of
saying you're bricked.
You, someone who's being paid $100 million.
So
obviously, to
it's more
promote-
than that, but it doesn't matter. Regardless, you're missing the point.
It's okay.
You're
to
literally
have
You know what I
saying
would believe
you're
if
saying
Kick banned gambling, if Kick
yeah,
banned
that's the only way to prove it, and
Stake.com
obviously that's
roulette
not really a
streams.
reasonable
But I
way
mean,
to prove
and
it.
then people will naturally go to Twitch then because that Twitch hosts gambling. I'm looking at it right now. More viewers on it combined.
I think you're right about that. I think
So
Twitch
ba-
shouldn't
so-
do that.
so Twitch
I
banned gambling
suspect
then.
that they're probably I suspect that they are probably, and I might be totally wrong. One, Twitch is not owned by the virtual casino that you're presenting.
Doesn't matter.
And their primary goal, in my opinion, is not to actually drive traffic to the virtual casinos. So that's number one. Number two, I do think that they shouldn't have those as well. That's still,
I agree.
profoundly fucking addictive. But if they do have it, I assume it's probably not violating the terms of service that they carved out, in the sense that they are probably official casinos that Twitch has, official casinos that are regulated, official online casinos that are regulated.
At this point, Stake's involvement is only behind the scenes, I would assume, for funding, right?
But you understand that Twitch is not being funded by a virtual casino,
It
right?
seems to me that there's a stronger correlation at this point between
Okay, I will
Amazon
say
and
he has a
DraftKings
point. He
to
has a
Twitch
point.
than it is from Stake to Gamba.
He does have a point that none of these casinos actually own Twitch.
As far as I can,
But
as far as I'm
But I still don't think that it's fair to say, just because they own the site, that they're driving traffic to it, without saying that you are also indirectly driving traffic to other casinos. Because at some point they didn't, Stake was on Twitch. There was no Kick.com. And people were just driving traffic indirectly or directly to Stake through Twitch. And Twitch wasn't owned by Stake at that time. And it still isn't owned by Stake right now. So it just doesn't make sense that, why was that banned then? They should have just kept Stake on Twitch because they weren't owned by it. I don't know. Does that make sense?
concerned, I haven't
I tried to
seen
word that the
a
best I
massive
could.
Stake linked to Kick or an effort that makes them link together. Has there been?
Are you saying that Twitch getting a sponsorship from DraftKings creates a bigger financial tie?
Not financial tie.
Which, by the way,
Not
is
financial tie.
regulated.
It's
DraftKings
not about
is
the
still
money.
unethical in my
It's
opinion.
not about the money.
But at the very least, it's
influence.
regulated.
It's about
But
the
are you
influence.
saying that
It's regulated,
is similar
Gotcha.
to Kick and Stake?
Steak is regulated in the U.S. By the way, I don't know why you're making that shit up. No, that's slander.
Making what?
Steak is regulated in the U.S.
Is it? I actually have
Okay.
no idea. I don't know anything about online gambling.
I need to understand what you're trying to say.
Hi.
Are you saying to me
Yeah.
that Steaks and Kick's relationship is identical, if not less relevant in this conversation than DraftKings and Twitch's relationship, like a sponsorship? Because it's like saying, you know, Twitch is literally funded by the U.S. military, and that's the sole funder and sole contributor because they're running ads for Go Army.
What?
Right.
Wait, I didn't understand that.
I'm saying that
Because that's not the case.
I mean, because you have to provide some sort of link, right, to make your argument make sense. Yeah.
Right.
You
Okay,
kinda
that
have
did
to,
make
right?
sense.
With a strong, you have to make an argument of it, right?
Do you think DraftKings owns Twitch?
Wait, no, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. I said there's a link there. Why does it matter so much, right? If Stake is somehow backlinked because of funding, Stake and Kick together, right? Why does that matter so much? If the whole product isn't about gambling, why does it matter so much to you?
Let me ask you this. When you take an advertisement deal,
right?
Okay. When you take an advertisement deal from, let's say, an Activision Blizzard game, are you solely funded by Activision Blizzard, or is that a one-off deal?
I don't understand what argument he's trying to make.
That these things depends if it's like a super deal. I have to play every week. These links they vary in severity by a long shot. You can't make an argument of one sponsored like that. You can't do that. It's a false.
I think you understand what I'm trying to say, though, right?
It's what we call that's a false
having
equivalency.
a sponsorship deal.
Kane,
with
that
a
actually?
company is while still
I'm gonna
unethical.
be honest. You know what it is? The reason I heard about Kick, but I never heard about Mixer or any of these other platforms, is because of all the drama. Like, every time somebody talks about it, every time there's like a news article about it, every time there's drama about it, more people hear about it and they're like, all right, I'm gonna give it a chance.
I do agree with you on that. If that's genuinely your concern, I agree with you. I think it's fucking bullshit that Twitch has a DraftKings sponsorship. Having said that, however, there is a difference between getting an advertisement from a one-off Activision Blizzard deal, a sponsorship, versus ownership over an entire product. Stake entirely owns Kick. Stake funds Kick.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is that because of where it came from, it must go back to it. It doesn't have any sort of ulterior motive, such as making a good product. What you're saying is that
I think it's
something
a bit of both,
comes from Gamba, right? And because it comes from it, next up, they cannot go to a good product. It has to be somehow, it's going to be tied back to it to refund it like that. As Gamba, it has to.
It could maybe someday go to a good product, but that
Right.
doesn't mean that we ignore the fact that, you know, it is entirely funded by and currently is still funded by crypto gambling.
Why does that matter?
Okay. That,
I'm not going to tell you what the
that
future holds.
is
I'm
a-
just telling you what the.
I'm just thinking that is just a stretch. Sorry. I think
What is a
this-
stretch?
Well, it's highly speculative.
Okay,
And
the reason why I spent pretty much an hour describing
This
to you
debate
what
makes me
financial
never wanna argue
avenues
about anything
Stake
ever again.
has in
That's
its future
so
for
funny.
Kick was
That's so
because
funny.
it completely eradicates the speculative argument that you're making on your side, your position, which dictates that Stake wants Kick to independently be a thriving live streaming
Wow.
service on this ecosystem. Because I've showed you that, like, either Eddie personally has an interest in like doing live streaming and he wants it for the love of the game, like, and he doesn't.
Wasn't most of his marketing all live streamers? Why would he not have an interest in live streamers? Like, I'm pretty sure Stake was the one giving out the biggest deals to Twitch streamers. I'm like literally like 90% sure.
Care if he loses billions of dollars doing this initiative.
He obviously likes streamers. What?
There's no.
He could have gone to like Instagram pages. He could have gone to like Facebook pages. I don't even know if they did, but like he chose streamers to go to, you know?
Alternative reason on your side on your argument for why Stake would be funding Kick.
Okay. Yes.
And by the way, having said that, if I'm not mistaken, Eddie has written extensively on his own Medium
right.
About how important the live streaming ecosystem is for online gambling.
Yeah, right. Okay.
That's valid. That's actually
yeah, it's cool now. So okay. Correlation, causation, whatever the fuck. You can't make assumptions on the why Kick is the way it is and where it's going based off of the things that you can't back it like that. Okay.
Yeah.
What I'm telling you is that I want to see a mentality change. I'm saying if you have a big amount, kick by size, right? How much does Kick have to grow past Gamba?
Guys,
for
do you
people
think
for you to
Pokey
stop the
and
argument
Hassan
that
want
it's for that? Like
kick deals?
How much
Do you guys
does the
think
Gamba
they
have to
want kick
shrink?
deals?
Right? For you to drop the argument. How much? At this point, it seems like you're never gonna give up.
Right now, it's 100%.
Yes, no.
100%.
It's
In funding,
It's owned entirely by a casino, and there's no
Yes.
there's no interest in like making it profitable at all in the near future. I guess like
every company in tech.
I don't know if
like
the CEO,
every
if the CEO doesn't
single
agree with
company
you on
in
this.
tech in the last fucking 30 years. Got it. Continue.
You know what I would believe
Actually,
if they
he's right about
banned-
that.
If
How
they
many
banned
tech
crypto
companies
gambling on their
are profitable
website,
in,
if they
the
were
first
like
3 months?
no links to Stake,
Senzu!
we're not allowing any kind of.
Senzu! Twitch is a better shit. Holy fuck! Twitch isn't doing shit for the better shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Twitch
Then
is
I would
amazing.
believe it.
He's getting so frustrated.
Senzu! My god! What has fucking Twitch done to Gamble? Nothing. Holy fuck! What are you talking about?
Twitch is not owned by Stake.com.
It's a big
It doesn't.
difference.
It doesn't make it any better that
You
Twitch is
guys
still
are so
allowing
stuck
crypto gambling
on
for
the
the record.
source that you will never let it go past its source to become something different. You're so glitched on it. You're saying that funding from one source will always mean that the outcome will go back to the source in that very fucking initial thought. It's like it's stuck in a loop because you don't have a vision. I guess that's why people will fucking forget about you. Because you don't fucking think. You don't think about the future. You're just stuck behind. That's why. I get it now. It's just a lack of vision.
I guess. I mean, look, I
Dude, he
have already
folded them. They
described
got
to you as to
folded.
why I don't
XQC
believe that
literally
this is
just
a
folded
profitable
them.
venture beyond
That's
being a
insane.
marketing arm for Stake. You didn't really address any of those with.
what
You
was
just
that?
said
Which
like,
one
no,
was that?
I know. Trust me, bro. So I don't know.
Why does it anger you? Because I can understand from your
Hey,
perspective
that-
why you hope
Anger
for it to
me!
become
Anger
this
me!
amazing
When-
streaming website, right? And it's okay for you to believe in that vision, but I don't think it's crazy for us not to believe in that vision. Like I think that's a pretty reasonable take, and we say it's reasonable because of how it's structured currently. Is that so unfair?
I'm not angry. You're discrediting things on the basis of where it comes from. It's angry about
Because
fucking
that's
what?
That's all we can work with right now.
Okay. The whole trust me, bro. I've done 3 things. I told you I will let you literally look at my contract under NDA, right? I will show you guys the current signings, and the roadmap will all be explained as a trust me, bro. And you can hold me accountable for all that shit down the line, 100%. It's the best we can work with. Your speculatory behavior, it doesn't
No, but
trump
we're
that.
saying, I believe you that you don't have to gamble. I believe you that you guys are gonna sign whoever, right? These 2 things don't necessarily prove that Stake is not trying to use Kick as just marketing for their gambling website.
I think your job in the $100 million is 1, for the New York Times article headline, 2, so that people go, oh my God, Kick is such a big dog player. 3, most importantly, you drive your audience to Kick, okay? And these are
that's
all
literally
perfectly valid
driving your
and perfectly
audience
reasonable.
Okay.
to Kick is literally
reasons
what
for why
you're
people
paying to
get
sign
into
to a
exclusive
platform,
or non-exclusive contracts.
Okay, Hassan.
I get that.
Okay, cool.
Those are the reasons, but most importantly, what you're doing right now, when you're describing Kick's future, I think that's part of the reason why they gave you $100 million.
Okay,
What?
sure.
There's no way that he just said, the reason they gave you $100 million is so that you bring your viewer base over. What did you think it was for? They signed him to stream. What?
And what about the Logic 10 mil that just went into fire? What about the
And also, what about Mixer? Like, honestly, like, if we're gonna talk about platforms that are like big players, wouldn't Mixer have been like the biggest dog ever since it was owned by Microsoft. Like, come on.
Tfue, multi-dozens of $1 million deal. What about all the people that are being re-signed? What about all these signings? Did you just disappear and cease to exist because you brought up my signing? What about all these deals? What about them? What about all the other big deals
they
on
all
Twitch?
serve the same purpose.
Okay, so
Which
Yeah,
is
no, we all get
growing-
signed for the
which
same
is-
reason.
Which
So-
is growing Kick's
so-
equity
so-
in this space and their viewership, and they know that they make
Oh.
a return off of that.
So
if you have data that
it-
shows me that there is no link between Kick general traffic and viewership and
Gotcha.
Stakes general traffic and like users on the website, then I'll believe you.
Okay, so what you're saying is that my signing is nefarious and dark, right? But every other signing on Twitch is all nice and cool and a marketing
No,
endeavor.
it's for the same reason. It's for the same reason.
Okay.
We are exclusive streamers for the same reason as you are a non-exclusive streamer for Kick. Twitch wants us to be here so our audience stays here. That's it. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not saying that there's like some other fucking honorable
They're
purpose.
implying
No,
that
of
it's wrong.
course.
Yes or
Twitch
no?
wants us to be on
I feel
fucking
like I'm
Twitch.
going
That's why they're
crazy
giving us
listening
exclusive
to
contracts.
this.
And the same reason for why Kick gave you a contract is so you drive traffic to Kick. It makes sense. There's no reason for
So-
that. Like
okay,
this is
so-
not an attack. I don't know why you're angling this as though like we're fucking criticizing you when we're
agree.
just
I don't think
describing
anyone's
something super basic.
And even if we don't like Kick, that's still not an attack on you personally.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's just kind of clear, like the kind the behavior that you're doing.
This is making me
it's kinda
mad, dude.
dismissive by
Literally
default.
same. I'm like,
It's like
ugh.
you can't win battle, right? Like speculation and just saying things in the air because you know that gambling equals bad, which gets a lot of traction. You can just say that out loud and just keep parading it, right? It's a win by default, and you know that for a fact. So all the arguments always go back to it. And you didn't give me a roadmap on how to get out of that, and it's not possible for me to get out of that. Therefore, it's a never-winning battle because you will never change your mind, right?
No, maybe
Whoa,
our
folded
opinion is
twice.
that regardless of the roadmap or the end goal, maybe we can disagree with that.
Okay.
No matter what their 5-10 year plan is.
Well, you know what? The Earth is flat. Fuck NASA. Fuck SpaceX, and fuck you too. Fuck everybody. The Earth it generally is flat. You can show me if you want to, but it's not flat. Fuck you because I said so. That's why. Fuck you.
But Felix, what you're doing right now is
Trying to make
the
us
argument that you
believe
just crafted. It's
something
more
with no
similar to your
evidence,
position.
Which is the flat Earth argument. You want us to
Yeah.
believe something just because you said so?
Well, I mean,
I'm telling you specifically why Stake's interest in Kick is different in my speculation, my educated guess on the matter, okay? And you're telling me, no, trust me, bro, Stake actually will make up the hundreds of billions of dollars of infrastructural support necessary to even become a competitive player to Amazon's web hosting services. And they
But
will
they're not
fucking
going
build. They
into
will build
web
all of that
hosting.
down the fucking
They're
line,
going into
even though
live
they're
streaming.
generating $2.6 billion in revenue with very little overhead. And why will they do that? Why will they compete against Amazon? Because ultimately they have it in their hearts. They love the fucking game. They love live streaming and they want to fix it, right? And that argument, unfortunately for me, sounds very similar to what you're saying about the flat Earth.
So,
because
gotcha. Makes sense, yeah.
you're not giving me enough reason to believe you when I'm giving you effective counters as to why I believe my speculation is correct on this.
Makes sense. So what you're saying is that if you make money off of something, you are now locked out of doing other endeavors and have other interests.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all.
By default, you are literally locking Eddie. Everything he will ever do.
I'm not saying that at all.
Is
Felix,
only back
I don't
to
know
it.
if you're strawmanning me or if you genuinely are not understanding my position. I never said that. I'm saying Stake could genuinely want to build a live streaming service, a standalone live streaming service, and they want to make it profitable, right? Let's say that this is true. That is
Why did
your
they haven't said
argument,
anything about
right?
profitability?
I'm going to do this for you. I'm
Yet.
going to break it down piece by piece. I'm going to steel man your position, okay? If you believe truly that Stake wants Kick to be independently successful and maintain market share and actually eat away at Amazon's market share and beat out Amazon and eventually make a profitable standalone institution that is monopolizing the live streaming service, they need to dump a fuck ton of money that they currently do not have into building out servers all around the fucking world. They do not have that kind of money. They will never have that kind of overhead.
Oh, so it's never
no
having...
matter what happens, because
Yeah.
they do not, like, Stake doesn't have that kind of money. Do you understand? That's why I gave you the Microsoft example, and that's why I gave you the Amazon example.
Okay, wait, hold on. All right, if Kick's money is all in Bitcoin, and Bitcoin just went up by 5%, if they have $10 billion, they just made an extra 5.59% as of the last 24 hours. Like, they're going to keep making money.
Twitch didn't either at the time, and then they got bought out, did it not?
Yes.
Okay.
You're right. Twitch got bought out by Amazon.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, Twitch did get bought out by Amazon.
wants to have monopoly share of,
How is
of
that
the
not
live
how
streaming
it
sphere
works?
because they
There's
believe
no way that's
that
not
it's a
how
good
it works.
investment to do that so that they can basically funnel more traffic into Amazon. They can sell more of their products. They can do possibly QVC down the line. This is huge in China. One of the largest live streamers in China has like 60 million live concurrent viewers. His name is Lipstick Man, okay? Listen, this is important. All this guy does is literally sell products. I think it's on Alibaba.
Oh yeah, they do this in Asian countries. Live streamers will literally be live on top of little stores for certain brands, trying on the products as people are walking by, and you can literally watch them try on the products and do their makeup with products, etc., etc., etc. That's like a whole live streaming thing that no one has tapped into, and I think it made like $90 billion last year in China. In the US, it only made, I think, 8 or 9 billion. So there's a lot of growth to happen in live streaming that hasn't hit the American markets yet. But yeah.
He goes on and he sells
that's
products. He does
money,
QVC. Amazon
QVC?
probably looks at that, and Amazon already has a internal live streaming software that is different than Twitch. If you go to Amazon's website,
Chinese brother.
okay, you will see QVCs happening on the Amazon Live website. Amazon most likely wants to do that with Twitch. That's the reason.
Dude, I'm sorry. Influencers are too expensive to hire by the hour for stuff like that. Like, they're way too expensive to hire by the hour to just try things on.
That's the real reason.
Okay.
The real reason why
QVC
Stake wants
is
to do
long
that
lost
with
brother.
Kick is so they can funnel audiences into Stake. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Making a better streaming platform is not how you make
Oh,
streaming
that's a stretch and a
profitable.
half. What happens? If Kid becomes just a better product and starts outpacing Amazon with even less overhead costs, Twitch? Why wouldn't Amazon just say fuck it, pull the plug on Twitch and find Battle Kick instead? Why not at that point?
You're not wrong on that. I have actually brought this up as well.
So that can be one of the plans that's possible.
I think if Amazon believes that selling AWS and IVS as a separate service to competitor live streaming platforms that want to get in the game is more profitable than running Twitch in the long run and having monopoly over the live streaming sector, they will inevitably just do that. They will just outsource it and they will make more money that way if they truly believe that that is the case. This, however, does not change the reality that Stake is still operating at a loss in that regard, but that loss is a return on investment for new eyeballs coming into Stake.com.
You know,
if tomorrow
Hassan,
became, or
yes.
Kick became, if Stake became
Go ahead.
the company that owns Kick, that became the monopolizing force in
You
the live
guys say
streaming
some
service,
funny stuff in the
my
chat,
argument
I'm
would
not
still
kidding.
stand.
Shit, makes sense. Yeah. So you're going for the long haul, right? So it's like, oh, yeah.
Whenever
this
you
and
guys
this
say
to
something funny, I
ultimately do that,
actually
and then
genuinely
some more products,
screenshot it.
right? Wait, then you would make the good correlation for a fact at this point. Now you have all the data to say that, oh, hey, maybe Amazon wants to do some fucking, what if
Join the
could it be
Discord.
possible
Literally
that
join the
down
Discord.
line, this whole DraftKings thing, right, and this whole Gamba shit is made to fucking do even more sports betting, which already cripples the fucking America. It's like one of the biggest problems out there. Couldn't that be one of the ways that they deliver the product or whatever? Is that one of their side goals? Nope. Using your own argument? Isn't that one
Are
of their
you,
goals
are
at
you
that point?
saying that Amazon is going to take on more sponsorships that are damaging?
Damaging?
Is that what you're asking?
They don't-
Down the line?
They don't see that as damaging. Why would they?
Okay.
How's it damaging?
But your argument there is Amazon taking on a DraftKings sponsorship is identical to being owned by DraftKings.
You made the argument
I'm not
that-
even pro Amazon. I think it's fucking bullshit that they have a DraftKings sponsorship, by the way. I do think it's ridiculous and hypocritical that they are like, oh, no unregulated crypto casinos, but DraftKings is fine. One day after they fucking
Right.
eviscerated crypto
Yeah,
gambling
right.
on the website.
And then you
But
said
the
that
difference
Eddie
between you and
said-
I is that I do have a moral position on this. Your moral position on this on the other side of it. You don't have an issue with DraftKings, just like you,
No, I
you
don't
don't
give a-
have an
I-
issue with Stake.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck at all. I was just pointing the fact that you even pointed out that Eddie's on his Medium or whatever the fuck you said, or on his thing, that there's value in like live streaming and gamba shit, and then Twitch has banned Stake, and now they get DraftKings. Couldn't that way to be down the line? Did they want to propel that and use a live audience to do to propel sports betting? Can you make the same argument, if not more?
They probably, I would assume they probably are doing that if they're not already interested in doing that. Like television does it all the fucking time. I do agree with you. I think that is immoral, and I do not have the same level of power over Amazon, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, to be able to stop them from doing so. Even though I do speak out on those matters all the fucking time. Even then, however, that's because I believe that this kind of promotion of gambling is bad. It ruins the sports. It ruins sports watching in general, and it ruins lives. Okay. Having said that, however, Amazon is not owned by DraftKings.
It's an enhancer.
Amazon or Twitch is not owned by DraftKings. So what you're basically saying is like, what if in a hypothetical scenario, Twitch was owned by DraftKings in the future? What would you say then?
Oh wait.
Do you see what I mean?
No. Finish sentence one more time. Finish sentence one more time. Do it again.
Okay. Like you're presenting, while we're talking about something that's going on currently, you have presented a hypothetical where maybe Stake has different interests in Kick and they just want to be a dominant force in the live streaming space for no reason other than a standalone, potentially profitable product. That's number one. You gave not really a lot of examples as to why that's the case. And then you said, what about in a hypothetical that Twitch is now owned by DraftKings somehow, and you're still working at Twitch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I don't give a fuck about any of it. I genuinely don't care about any of it. I think it's all fine. Yeah, I think it's all fine.
But I genuinely don't
Like, he was,
understand
like,
what
waiting
the
for an
argument you're
argument.
trying to
He's just
present
like,
here. Because
I think it's fine. I mean, it's whatever.
Well,
I don't understand what the
I'm
argument
just
you're
saying
presenting.
the direction of the product. There's more hints that Twitch wants it to be like that than currently. Kick has. Kick hasn't done anything that is towards Gamba. Zero. There's zero. None.
Wait, what? Say that again?
What has Kick done to link themselves back to Gamba?
What has Kick done to link themselves back to Gamba?
Yeah, that's what
they're owned by the casino. They are functionally the same as all of the amenities inside of Vegas.
So correlation
When you
equals
go to a Vegas
causation.
casino, they have a lot of amenities. They don't host Cirque du Soleil because they fucking love acrobatics. They do it because they have amenities to offer people to get them inside of the doors of the casino. When you run a casino, one of the primary things that the casino owners want to do is keep you on that fucking seat. You know this just as well as I do. Their goal is to first get you in through the door, and then their second goal, and more important goal, is to have you sit the fuck down. That's the reason why the Stake.com roulette tables are flashy, and they got all these fucking lights, and it works with your ADHD brain, right? And the same goes for how they're trying to drive traffic into the casino. You are no different than the buffets, the pool, and Britney Spears. That's what you're doing. You are the Cirque du Soleil of Stake.com.
Makes sense. So basically, you're saying that you're delegitimizing all the efforts of live streaming and narrowing it back down to just simply Gamba. then in that case, I mean,
No, Cirque du Soleil is not like fucking bullshit, dog. What do you mean? That's like also a massively successful franchise with people fucking toiling their entire goddamn lives. This does not devalue you at all. That is something that is inside of your own. No, the reason why you're saying that is because you deep down inside think it's undermining you that you are potentially a big billboard for steak. Because you have an issue with it, even though you took the fucking deal.
Wait,
I think that's what it is.
Dang, they sound really mad at him for taking this deal.
Oh my god, I feel bad now. Wait, you didn't get it right. I don't give a absolute hint of a rat's ass that could be the case. Imagine thinking you give a fuck. I've done full-on 10-hour gambling streams in the past, right? That means that I'm scared of that. I ain't scared of that shit. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck would I care? I could do it tomorrow. I can do it. What the fuck do I care? I don't give a fuck. I love that shit.
If you're not worried about it, then there's no reason to even counter this. When I say you're an expensive, very expensive billboard for steak, why would you even have an issue with that then? If you truly have no moral problem with that, then I don't understand why you have an issue. I don't know why you're so defensive over it.
Because I don't think that correlation and causation don't discredit the product's direction because of where it came from. It's short-sighted.
Yeah, just because someone's
it's stupid.
just because they're funded by it,
looks and sounds stupid. If the product becomes good because it's good, let it be. Why are you so mad where it comes from? That means that you're just.
I'm not even mad. I've openly admitted that I'm selfish, and that I know that the funding mechanism is still technically for fucking Stake to drive more traffic to Stake.com. But even then, I still want it to be a successful platform so that there are more competitors in the space, which will ultimately make the live streaming space a better experience for the consumers and better for the actual streamers themselves. So on that front, you could actually own my ass and say, well, you're quite hypocritical. You want Stake to be successful, and yet you want Kick to be successful.
Dude, it's only going to succeed. No one cares how profitable a company is. It will only succeed if people like the product. That's just how things work. How are you going to convince someone to give you money if they don't like your product? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You just have to wait and see if they like your product.
And Kick's only mechanism of success is offering Stake more fucking traffic. Here, I'll make a better argument for you from your perspective. And to that, I'll say, yes, you're right.
Okay. What is this? Audience overlap for Kick and Stake. It's 2.7%.
So funny.
Since you want
He's
stats
so
and
funny.
And whatnot. Here's some actual stats. Want to see it? Shared audience of 2.7% between the both of them. You want to do that with Twitch? Or what?
Yeah, I think they want to grow it. I don't know what it is with Twitch. It might even be bigger, which is probably why Twitch banned Stake, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, imagine it's bigger. No, imagine it's bigger.
Or it's the fact that they want to monopolize it, and with DraftKings coming in a day later, they want to push that as the main drive for it. And now I have evidence to back it up with and data. And it seems like you kind of fall flat on your ass.
Dude, he folded them again.
No? Wait, what? No, what do you? I don't understand. You're presenting information
like,
and saying you own me or something, but like I
seems
haven't
like
even.
All right, what he's saying is, it seems like Twitch banned Stake so that they could sign this massive partnership deal with DraftKings and drive all the traffic that Stake was getting to DraftKings. That's what he's saying.
Let me see the Twitch
That's
numbers
literally
as well, but I don't even know.
They eliminated the biggest competitor,
what you're trying to say
and
here.
a day later signed a competitor and monopolized it now. And you're not seeing any sort of link there or correlation. It seems like you don't see anything working there. I don't get it.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Yeah, I didn't.
They ban one of the biggest Gamba online websites, right? And the next day they sign a deal with a competitor, and you don't think that's like a little bit maybe goal-driven or suspicious or anything like that? You're just gonna glaze over it?
I actually don't know what you're referring to.
I think. Are you trying to make? Are you talking about DraftKings? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Like they banned Kick and then they literally signed a deal with DraftKings the next day.
I would be so angry.
I think those two deals are related.
Having to listen to
I think those two deals are related. When you're a website engaging in live streaming owned by fucking Amazon, you're under a lot of federal scrutiny. So right at the heels of like a massive gambling sponsorship that they were about to unfold, they probably decided to take off all of the most successful unregulated gambling, like crypto gambling casinos, off of their website, so that if the
So they stopped their streamers from getting massive deals so that they could secure a large budget to promote another gambling site, is what it sounds like.
If the fucking federales
Like, I think
come
that's what he's
kicking
saying.
down their goddamn door, they look a little bit more clean. That's
Right.
probably part of the reason. But ultimately, DraftKings doesn't own Amazon, and it certainly doesn't own Twitch either.
Right.
Also comparing.
And so if they cared so much about that, then they would have probably banned Blaze at this point, right? Because Blaze is gonna.
I don't know what Blaze is.
It's the new guy. It's the guy that's chambered into the fucking mag. The shoot.
Fucking awesome. Let's take care of that. Thank you for bringing this up in front of hundreds of thousands of people.
Oh, so I had to bring it up
I hope Twitch
as
takes action
the
against
little
that.
dumb guy who doesn't drive anything and does nothing. I had to go to nudge it in the right direction. Holy fuck! Because there isn't some guy out there like me that we don't like that's doing it. I have to be the one to say it. Otherwise, holy fuck, nothing happens and it gets done. It's almost like people don't care about the actual endeavors and the problems. They care about the people doing it. Damn, wait a minute.
This is no different than Trainwreck's argument of if you ban one type
Now, this is no different than Mr. Beast curing people's blindness and getting canceled for
of
it.
gambling,
Just
why
go
don't you
against
ban
it.
all
Just kidding,
type
it's
of
totally
gambling?
Then
My entire
disprove it
stream
then.
is not going to be
Disprove it
dedicated
then.
to fucking trying
Then
to eviscerate
disprove it
gambling.
then go ahead and dismantle my argument then. Because it seems like I just made all the points one at a time to point at something and I've gotten there and now you're saying, oh, well, don't listen to this guy. He's schizo. He's training. And I lose the argument on the basis that
we didn't say any of those things, dog. What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
By default, you are calling it a schizo argument because you're saying that I'm doing a train argument. That is, by definition, you are quite literally telling that I'm schizoing because I'm doing a train argument. And you know what you're doing. You're not stupid. You're not
No,
dumb.
I just meant you're making the same argument as Trainwreck. They didn't say it's schizo, dog.
I built myself. I built the argument and I tailored
No,
it.
it's the same argument that Train has made. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
There's
I
no need to take it personally.
I built the profile.
Oh,
I
I
made
feel
a couple
so
points
bad.
and made a couple things to go somewhere. And at the end, and it ends up with Blaze being in the middle of it, right? And as soon as I say that, you say, "Yo, dude, that's like a train argument." But without even saying anything else to this. Why? What's
Yeah,
funny?
well, Train's argument is wrong. I've already fucking talked about it many times. But it's just the only reason why I brought that up is because it was identical to the argument that Train and I have had 1,000 times over, which is like, oh, if you banned one type of gambling, why aren't you banning all types of gambling? And the way I explained it to him back then, and I didn't mean that you're schizo or even Train is schizo. You kind of added that yourself. I don't know why.
That's
my point was, if you can take down, if you think like, let's say X thing is bad, right? Okay, and there's 100% of X thing. Let's say you're able to take down 75% of that X thing through your influence. If 25% of that X thing still remains, it's still bad,
She did.
but it's less bad than 100% of the X thing. That's what we did here, and that's precisely why I'm saying, like, look, if there are new initiatives that are launching on Twitch, they should take care of that. That's really fucked up, and I'm glad you're bringing this up.
Yeah, because I'm glad that nobody cares about X thing unless I do X or Train does Y or I do Y and he does X. So like nobody actually gives a fuck.
Now
Because
you do sound a lot like Train.
Nobody cares about the actual endeavors or the problems. People care about the people doing it. That is just inherently true, and you fucking know it. And you know it's true. You know it is.
So here, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a good example.
For that to be true, you think that we have a personal vendetta against you and Train, and we're just against everything that you guys do?
No, I think the brokies got mad when they get their deals, and then they went against it, and everybody went with it, and they were like, guys, fuck Gamba. That's just the way it is.
Do you think me or Pokey?
Inherited.
We already talked about the fact that like, if we fucking wanted to, we could.
No, they tried. They
Don't
tried.
you think we would be arguing that Stake and Kick are unrelated so that we can get a Kick deal? But be like, oh no, I'm against crypto gambling, but Kick is different. So we can suck up to them and get a deal. Like, would that not be fucking easy?
Okay, listen.
I feel like it's harder to stick to your guns.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
you guys
it is.
derail.
You get fucking punished for it endlessly.
You guys derailed
But
entirely.
Felix,
What?
no, it's not derailed. You said like brokies are against you because they didn't get fucking deals, and it's not applicable to either of us.
What?
It's not applicable to either of us.
Okay.
And
so,
the only other
so
person
what?
I have heard
So
this
what?
from is Trainwreck, who
Wait.
like thinks that we're out to get him.
Your tweet,
all the
your
time.
tweet back then had 400,000 likes or whatever. It doesn't matter if it's you too. It's the rest of people. It is, the argument still stands. The argument still stands.
Sporty Sport,
People
link
just
it.
weaponize
Link
it.
that.
Yeah,
If
this
you
is how
saw
it
her
is.
take
Like,
a
what are you
poker
talking
gambling
about?
ad,
Weaponize
link
what?
This whole anti-Gamba crusade, guys, it's anti-Gamba. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. If people cared, people actually cared about
It
Gamba.
wasn't anti-gambler, you think? You think it wasn't? It was just like a different reason.
It was legitimate, weird, pent-up jealousy that they use as
I
a
just fixed
spear,
the link.
and everybody
Thank you for
hopped on
catching
the
that
dick
that
train
link was
to
not
get it through.
my Twitter.
That is just flat out the truth, and anything else you're gonna say is completely irrelevant, and I don't want to.
Okay,
fucking
I'm asking something.
I've been
Why do you think
putting
your
the
audience?
wrong link in
But
here
if
for
you're
like
talking about
20
us,
minutes. So
then
everyone
say
that
you're
tried to
talking
follow me
about
that
us.
couldn't
Like,
follow
I'm
me
not
on
gonna
Twitter
speak
right
for other
now.
people.
Well,
Yeah.
wait. They are as relevant as you. Not because you say the line and everybody repeats it that those aren't together. Like you guys understand the movement, the people behind it, the people that were out there, people that were commenting on it. You know for a fact that you're not the only driving force in this. Like you didn't change the world out here. You're not like
Listen,
the fucking.
Sure, I can imagine.
You're
that
not a
there are
hero, bro.
people
Like
who,
chill out.
Once they see the
I
amount
never
of
said
money
that.
Kick is giving out, yeah, maybe they change their minds and they want. You know, they used to be against.
Guys, do you think
crypto
if
gambling,
Pokimane
now they're
asked
like,
for a
"I
kick
wanna
deal, they
take
would
the
give it
shit."
to
I
her?
don't fucking know,
Do you
and I
think
don't
Kick
fucking
would
care
give her a
about
deal? Be honest.
them. If you think
Yeah.
that's us, say so, and we can argue against that.
Yes. No.
I don't think he thinks that it's us. He's just saying that there are other people that are supportive of this endeavor that were
Okay,
hypocritical.
what about
But I don't
Hassan?
know why
What
you're
about
bringing
Hassan?
it up
If
because it's
Hassan
irrelevant in this
asked for
point
a
of.
kick deal, would they give Hassan a kick deal? Yes or no? Would they offer him one? Hassan's already banned. Wait, what do you mean Hassan is banned?
It's irrelevant in this conversation.
Yeah, listen, there's fakies everywhere. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what?
Right. It just seems like whenever people make arguments and shit, I think there's a lot of people that shifted the argument and made things feel and sound different. And everybody always lets damage happen, and there's a lot of collateral damage in this whole saga. And nobody cares to debunk dog shit arguments when they're made if they makes them win. When it's the same with you guys. When you say something that is wrong, right, and you misspeak, and nobody corrects you because everybody's on your side, you don't go back and correct it because you cash in your win.
But you didn't.
You always cash in your
Okay.
win, even when it's wrong. Always.
But you haven't given me. Look, if we're both speculating about Kick's interest or Stake's interest in Kick, I've given you plenty of examples as to why it's not ever going to be, in my opinion, primarily as a standalone product that isn't there to basically drive traffic into Stake. I told you exactly why that is the case. You did not actually give me an effective counter argument or why you even believe that that will not be the case and how
He did.
it can ever be done.
He spent like
how the
40 minutes
infrastructure
explaining
can be handled by Stake.
Okay.
Like that's my point.
From my
Because
position,
the thing that you're showing me right now,
I
the thing
didn't
that you're
say
showing me right now is a perfect example of this. Let's say tomorrow, Kick.com and Stake.com's traffic share doesn't change, right? It's still 2.7% of a shared audience.
Probably gonna be less.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's say that's the case. That percentage doesn't change tomorrow, but Kick.com becomes the behemoth, the next Twitch. Okay. The numbers in that 2.7% are going to be ginormous. And I believe that Stake is banking on that. Even with the metrics that you're showing me, you're not actually providing a reasonable counter argument to what I'm trying to say. Because the 2.7 of, wait, hold on, show it again. No, don't show me that right now. Let me look at the numbers real quick.
Sorry, my bad. I was trying to fucking get hooked.
I don't care. I don't care about what fucking like Summit's poker stream.
Okay, basically he's saying that this is a passion project for Eddie and for Stake. Stake doesn't actually have to create Kick. Like, they really don't. They could go to Rumble, they could go to YouTube, they could give deals to other streamers on different platforms like Facebook. Like, there's a lot of places where they could have gone, but they decided to make their own platform because they genuinely want to make a platform that is good. And they're like, oh, but they're making their money through gambling because they're driving traffic to stake.com. They're not actually making money through subscriptions or whatever, because they're doing like a 95-5 revenue split, which I'm sure every creator is actually like so grateful for. Hi, by the way. Yeah. So he's just saying, like, long term, there will probably be money to come out of this. But even right now, Twitch isn't profitable. And Twitch was taking 70% of creators' revenue, or like 50% of creators' revenue, and they're still not profitable. But they're coming at Kick for not taking that money and instead looking for other ways to be profitable. So that was kind of XQC's take on the whole thing.
Hold on. Stay on course. Right now, there is...
Yeah, so he's basically saying, why do you guys care where the money comes from? Like, why do you care where the money comes from if they're building another platform that's separate? Nobody is, like, shitting on Elon Musk because Tesla bought Twitter. They say Elon Musk bought Twitter. There's, like, yeah, they're kind of just shitting on them because the money initially came from gambling. But then, like, earlier in the stream, we went over to twitch.com, and there's literally an entire section for casino, poker, slots. Like, they didn't get rid of gambling. It's not like Twitch doesn't profit off gambling. It's just that they banned stake. Like, that's it. You know?
Is a shared unique visitor of 136,456 people, right? Those are the number of shared unique visitors. That number will 100...
Yeah. So granted, those are regulated gambling platforms. Those are regulated gambling platforms, which means whatever. I'm not actually sure, so I'm not going to talk on that.
X, if they reach Twitch's size, if Kick becomes Twitch's size, that percentage will most likely stay the same. Actually, it probably will be a little bit smaller because let's say Stake's website is not going to grow. But even if that percentage goes down, the number of people in that shared audience is still going to increase. What that means is they're still going to have, this time, 1.3 million shared unique visitors that are going in there and going to Stake.
All right, so Hassan is saying the only reason that Kick was built was so that it can drive foot traffic to Stake. And XQC pulled up this beautiful graph that literally shows that only 2.7% of the audience of Kick and Stake are shared. And he was like, I bet if I go and see what Twitch's is, it'll be like bigger. And now Hassan is saying that as Kick grows, so he's saying that Kick will grow, that the audience is gonna just increase. Like, but I feel like that makes sense, seeing as the more people you have in a certain niche. Like, all right, streamers, people who watch streamers and people who online gamble are definitely highly correlated. Not because specifically Kick is driving traffic to Stake, but because there's so many brand deals out there that have already been out there for years of people pushing their audiences to stake.com. So yeah, of course, as you get more people, there will also be, coincidentally or maybe not coincidentally, there's a correlation, but it's not exactly causation, a larger percentage or a larger number of those people that have also gone to Stake or are going to Stake. Like, it's just logical.
Stake. And the difference between 136,000 and 1.3 million is why Stake is dumping all these funds into Kick to make it a dominant force in the live streaming sphere. That's my argument.
I just want to add.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
No matter what percent shared users they have, it might look like a small percent, but the fact that Stake deems Kick a worthwhile investment goes to show that that percentage is enough for them to get a return. Okay? If it's 2%, 3%, 5%, it's enough. Those people are clearly spending enough that Stake says, yes, we should keep.
Okay, also, Twitch was acquired for like $1 billion, actually literally $1 billion in 2014 without being profitable. If Kick were to just take all of their massive streamers, get them on to Kick.com, sign them all, and then exit Kick.com for $1 billion, even though they just gave away like 200 million to streamers, they would still be making $800 million in profit. I'm obviously not taking into account all their costs and all that, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Yeah, come on. Like, there's money to be made here. There hasn't been another Twitch in a long time. The fact that they're building one means that there's so many ways to take this.
Spending millions growing this platform.
So, okay, so I'll go over Pokémon's take. Pokimane is basically saying she wouldn't join Kick because of her own personal morals and the fact that the money's coming from stake.com, right? Totally valid. She's sort of preached that for a long time, so she can't go back on that, is kind of what she's saying. But she, like, said in another clip that XQC doesn't have those, like, same morals and standards. And then she came onto this, and she basically cleared up the fact that she was just saying X has never been against, against gambling. So he's fine to go over to Kick. But she can't go to Kick because she's been against gambling in all of her streams and told her audience that she's very much against gambling. So they cleared that up and they like squashed the beef, and then Hassan joined, and I don't know what happened, but like they like unsquashed the beef. So yeah.
Okay.
Is that
And then XQC brought up the fact that like Amazon has like sweatshops and they don't pay their workers fairly and you know all that. So yeah. But she said it's the lesser of two evils. I don't know if she said that verbatim, but she basically was like that it's the lesser of two evils, so I'm gonna go ahead with that. But yeah. So that's basically catching everybody up on what's happened. Yeah, okay.
That's
you get what I'm saying, by the way, with the numbers that you showed me?
And then, no wait, I forgot about this. And then she also mentioned that Kick can't beat Twitch because Kick relies on Amazon Web Service servers, AWS servers. And XQC was like, okay. And then they tried to make an argument that I didn't fully understand about how Kick crashed when XQC first came to site. And XQC was kind of like, okay, well, like, so what? Like, it doesn't matter. They're a new company. They're just starting. Hi. And they're just like, yeah, but like, wouldn't you rather go to a platform that could support you? And like, I don't know. It just didn't like really make sense. It like literally didn't make sense. But yeah, so that's basically bringing everyone up to date on what's happening.
Basic business principles.
It's a very correlation causation argument. You've admitted that whether anything happens, you won't change your mind on it. So it doesn't matter. And you made the argument to ban.
Yeah, that's true. No one wants to stream on Facebook or YouTube.
Gamba, which Twitch won't even do.
Actually, maybe YouTube, yeah, but Facebook, no.
If you present me with new information, here, let's say.
Like what? Like what?
Let's say that Stake actually purchased the entirety of like Azure's cloud hosting services, web hosting services, okay? Let's say that that's what happened magically. This multi-$100 billion franchise was bought out by Stake tomorrow. And then you said, and Stake's ultimate goal is to basically completely remove themselves from the equation, give all of those servers to Kick, and they are not even remotely interested in like driving traffic back to their side. That would be a little bit more believable. Even then, it doesn't change the point that like, just like Amazon is interested in
Breezy, you're actually right. It doesn't make sense that like they're stream watching. Like, just let creators be creators and do whatever they want to do on their streams. You don't like, why are you policing what someone else is doing on their streams?
driving traffic to Amazon from Twitch inevitably down the line, I still believe that Kick is going to drive traffic into Stake. That's why Amazon bought Twitch, and that's why Stake built Kick.
Guys, do you guys think Kick is driving traffic to Stake? Are you guys going to Stake after being on Kick or not? Or are you just going to Stake for fun? No, nah, nah, nope, nope, hell nah, no, no, yes, no, I'm broke, no, no, hey with Riz, nope, hey, hell nah, no. I'm saying, I've never gone onto Kick, watched a stream and just been like, oh my god, I gotta start gambling, I gotta get to stake.com right now. Like, I've never felt that way, ever. And there's gambling promoted at, like, you know, on the front page, but I've never been like that. I've never been like that. Like, what? It just doesn't make sense. You already have to have an interest in it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I don't gamble, so I don't see a gambling stream and go, oh god, I better get on Stake. Like, no.
Do the things that Twitch won't do in order to squash the claim, pretty much. You're saying that you want them to do better to prove the same thing.
I want them to do better in general because I want them
Twitch
to
at
actually
least-
be competitive in the marketplace.
Yeah, didn't Twitch at least ban unregulated gambling?
Absolutely
If Kick did
not.
that,
Nope.
sure.
Nope.
I'd
Nope.
be-
Nope. No. Stop. You're just galloping. Don't say a claim that's false and then keep going. If I stop. No, not true.
Thank you.
There's multiple websites that are still allowed that are all unregulated that are on a daily that garnish.
Okay, yeah, for everyone saying, like, you could, like, because I'm not a gambling addict, like, it's still on Twitch. And it's not that difficult for someone to, instead of typing twitch.tv and then going to casino, it's not that difficult for someone to, like, do this versus doing this. Oh, hey, that's me. Oh my god. Anyway. It's not that difficult for someone to just go here and be like, oh my god, another gambling stream. Actually, this one looks exactly like the one we just saw on Twitch. Looks exactly like the one we just saw on Twitch. Hi, front page. Wait, that's kind of crazy. Anyway, whatever.
Thousands and thousands.
Yeah, but it's literally not that difficult to just go to a different website. Like, what? And if you're not there to see gambling, you're gonna go somewhere else to watch gambling.
And dozens of thousands of viewers on a daily basis. Nobody cares.
Sorry, Luffy. Sorry,
because
Luffy. I'll
I'm not
stop
the
pausing
one,
it.
and Train isn't the one doing it. And
Here,
gambling.
let's go back a
And
little
you know
bit.
that it's true. Admitted that whether anything happens, you won't change your mind on it, so it doesn't matter. And you made the argument to ban Gamba, which Twitch won't even do.
If you present me with new information, here, let's say.
Like what? Like what?
Let's say that Stake actually purchased the entirety of like Azure's cloud hosting services, web hosting services. Okay.
Rico, I have no idea. If
Let's
you
say
can
that
gamble
that's what
points
happened
on,
magically. This
Twitch. I have no idea.
multi-hundred billion dollar franchise was bought out by Stake tomorrow. And then you said, and Stake's ultimate goal is to basically completely remove themselves from the equation, give all of those servers to Kick, and they are not even remotely interested in like driving traffic back to their side. That would be a little bit more believable. Even then, it doesn't change the point that like, just like Amazon is interested in driving traffic to Amazon from Twitch, inevitably down the line, I still believe that Kick is going to drive traffic into Stake. That's why Amazon bought Twitch, and that's why Stake built Kick.
So you want Kick to do the things that Twitch won't do in order to squash the claim, pretty much. You're saying that you want them to do better to prove the same thing.
I want them to do better in general because I want them
Twitch
to
at
actually be competitive in the marketplace.
Yeah, didn't Twitch at least ban unregulated gambling?
Absolutely
If Kick did
not.
that,
Nope,
sure.
nope.
Guys, what is the difference between regulated gambling and gambling that's not regulated? I get it, okay, obviously I understand that there's a difference. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, if your argument is that people are going to see gambling and then go to a gambling site, what does it matter if it's regulated or unregulated? I'm not saying, like, in general, like, obviously I know there are differences, taxes, etc., age verification, age of gambling in different states, countries, etc., but I'm saying, like, in this argument, if you're on Twitch and you see gambling on a regulated site, what is stopping you from going to that site and gambling away your life savings? Same thing with Kick. It doesn't make any sense. Why does it matter? Like, regulated or not regulated, it doesn't matter. You're still promoting gambling. Isn't gambling the thing that everyone's against?
Nope. No. Stop. You're just galloping. Don't say a claim that's false and then keep going. If I stop. No, not true. There's multiple websites that are still allowed that are all unregulated that are on a daily.
No, you're right. It was because of ad revenue. Like, I think they literally said this in the video. Right after Stake was banned on Twitch, DraftKings signed a deal with Amazon, and you have to be massive. You have to have so much money to actually sign a deal with Amazon or with Twitch to promote that on a platform. Like, you have to be super massive. Super massive To not just promote it, sorry, not just promote it, but to also get your biggest competitor banned off the site. It was never, I don't think it was ever about gambling in general, or like people's health, or like getting potentially addicted to something that's bad. Yeah, I just always, I think it's a money thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's a money thing, or do you think it's genuinely about gambling?
That darn
100% money, all money, always about money for sure. It's definitely a money thing. Yeah. Twitch is money first. Yeah.
Furnish thousands and dozens of thousands of viewers on a daily basis. Nobody cares because I'm not the one, and Train isn't the one doing it and gambling. And you know that it's true. It's true. It isn't a big dog doing it. Nobody cares.
This doesn't address the claim that Pokey's making.
What? No. It's all unregulated. I mean, look at my screen. Ready? I'll show you right now.
Okay, this doesn't address the claims that Pokey's making, number one. Number two, you keep talking about yourself, right? You keep talking about yourself and saying like, oh, it's only because of me that people care about it. There is an element of truth to what you're stating. Now, the reason for that is simple. For example, on this website, if I go down to the Just Chatting stream, to the bottom of the directory.
Oh my gosh. That's his hashtag ad on a casino stream, on a poker stream, on Twitch, and he's averaging like 7.5K. What?
There are people streaming porn right now, okay? There are people streaming illicit content right now, illegal content right now. The difference between a bottom of the barrel Andy or 100 viewer Andy even doing something like that versus you, the largest streamer on the platform doing it, is of course going to be additionally problematic if people have an issue with it. So I don't know why you think that this is like a major own as far as like you singling yourself out. Of course, the reason why we don't know that like fucking Blaze exists or whatever is partially because Twitch has made assurances that it's fucking illegal. That it's illegal to do crypto gambling, unregulated crypto gambling on the fucking website. But having said that,
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've been on Kick for like 3 months, maybe a little longer. And I like go through other streamers' things and like watch other streamers and say hi in their chat and whatever. I have never seen anyone watching PORN ever on Kick. Like, I don't know. I also don't ever see like, I don't know. I also don't see a lot of like titty streamers on Kick. I don't know.
Twitch's terms of service dictates that porn is not allowed on the website. Twitch's terms of service dictates that you can't have like a fake Elon Musk cryptocurrency rug pull live stream on the website that is botted to shit. And yet for some reason, these things keep happening.
Say two things, please.
Okay, go ahead.
2 things. One, I would be very impressed if Stake took
I'm gonna
the
go pee.
exact same stance as Twitch, which is just prohibiting streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the US or other jurisdictions. If they did that, I would believe that they care more about streaming than they do about the profits that they would get from gambling. Okay,
What?
one. And two, okay, you said the only reason people cared back then is because me and Trainwrecks did it. People don't care because it's you and Trainwrecks. You guys just bring along these massive audiences, which brought more spotlight to an issue, made it a larger issue, and then people started caring about it. We're not following you guys as individuals trying to get angry about things that you do. It's about the audience that you bring to these things. Don't be mad that you're popular.
Nobody said this shit. Even the popular ones. You're not. Sorry to say. You and Hassan aren't that cool with your anti-gamba take. Okay. The main drive that caused the wave initially is somebody who didn't get a deal, who caused that wave, and he just hopped on it to look good. That's the only reason. Otherwise, nobody. You guys didn't say shit initially for the longest time until Miz did, and you hopped on his cock.
I had no idea that it was like this big of a deal. Once it got into the spotlight, I made my stands very clear.
That's just goalpost.
Wait, what did
You're
he
just
say,
goalposting
guys?
at
What
that
did he
point.
say?
You're
What did he
just
say?
moving
What
the
did he
goalpost.
say? I
can't
stopped paying
believe you
attention
think
for a
there's
second.
more to it than like, hey, it just wasn't that big of a deal, and then a bunch of big streamers started either doing it or talking about it, and then it was a big deal.
It wasn't.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Dang, alright. Hold on, I gotta go back like 5 seconds. I'm so sorry, guys.
Somebody who didn't get a deal, who caused that wave, and he just hopped on it to look good. That's the only reason.
Okay, sorry.
We're
I'm
not
so sorry, guys. I'm
following
so
you
sorry.
guys as
I like zoned
individuals
out when she was
trying to
talking.
get angry about things that you do. It's about the audience that you bring to these things.
Nobody-
Don't be mad that
wait.
you're popular.
Nobody said this shit. Even the popular ones. You're not. Sorry to say. You and Hassan aren't that cool with your anti-Gamba take. Okay. The main drive that caused the wave initially is somebody who didn't get a deal, who caused that wave, and he just hopped on it to look good. That's the only reason. Otherwise, nobody. You guys didn't say shit initially for the longest time until Miz did, and you hopped on his cock.
I had no idea that it was like this big of a deal. Once it got into the spotlight, I made my stance very clear.
That's just goalpost. You're just goalposting at that point. You're just moving the goalpost.
Oh my god, I can't
She
believe
is.
you think there's more to it than like, hey, it just wasn't that big of a deal, and then a bunch of big streamers started either doing it or talking about it, and then it was a big deal.
It wasn't
Oh, I
one.
actually feel bad.
It
She
wasn't
seems like she's
some
gonna cry.
guys or it was
Actually
one
feel bad.
guy. It was one guy who had he has his own.
What's the issue with that? That's just how something was brought to
and
light.
he has his own motives to do it, which is called weaponizing, which people always use against me when I don't fit their narratives. They're weaponizing something,
If you think
and
Miz
they
has a
de-weaponize,
vendetta against
and you guys
Ukraine-
hopped on the cock. That's what happened. That's what literally. That's what.
I promise you, no one's trying to hop on Mrs. Cock.
But you guys did though.
Wait, what? No, I definitely I love hopping on Miss Gibbs' cock. What happened? I was peeing.
I promise you, it's not that deep. Maybe Miz brought it up because he has, something.
You know what's really funny about this? It's ahistoric because myself and Ethan had this debate. I'm pretty sure ever before Miskiff literally even got a fucking stake or crypto gambling sponsorship.
Ethan took
You and I
a
had
loot
this
box
conversation with
sponsorship.
Train
This
years
rat
ago.
fucking balding fuck, old fossil guy. Holy fuck! This fucking balder took a loot box scam from his viewers, which is inherently worse. Fucking bald Andy. And he's gonna back that
Who's
up.
that? Who's he talking about? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
H3 balder. Yep. And have you ever brought that up? Have you ever talked about it? Have you ever debated about it? I'm sure you didn't.
Wait, Ethan is literally the least bald motherfucker on the planet. What are you talking about? He's like
Not his
famously
hair.
has a. Are you
Mr.
mistaking
Count,
him for
I
someone
have to
else?
go to bed soon.
His hairline is
Please
literally
stop
like
debating about
down to
something
his
no
fucking
one cares
eyebrows.
about.
I don't give a fuck. He has white hair. The man is 60.
Wait, okay, that's a different. Okay, so that's a different argument. So I don't know what Ethan did. I don't know what you're talking about. What is it? He did like a loot box or something. What?
I'm pretty sure. Chat, give me the files on that.
Oh, so you're
Okay.
not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I checked last time, but it's not.
Wait, did you fucking just say that this
mobile
dude
thing?
did some shit that I didn't even know about? You called him bald, and
I'm just saying
and
you
then said he did
brought up
white hair.
Ethan,
Like,
bro.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Bro. Listen, you brought up Ethan. I'm just saying it's because you use him as an example because he's not clean on that department.
Okay, I agree. If he did some like gambling shit, then I think it's fucked up that he did that. Good thing he's not doing it any longer. I think. I don't know.
Oh shit, I like that. Look at that. You can pay money. It opens up some chests. Whatever, and it has this. Look at that.
Damn, he pulled up
Ethan.
the receipts.
Is
He
that your
literally
boy?
pulled up the
Is
receipts.
that him? Is that your boy right there?
Well, you're comparing all sorts of like chess and gambling and
Brother.
this and that to the worst of the worst.
I don't know why you
Stake
think this is the
crypto
own. Like, what do you mean?
unregulated.
Okay, that's bad
you
and
bring
wrong.
it. Okay, and have you talked about it? It seems like you don't care because it's your friend, but you seem like you care back in the days because it's for virtue.
Ooh, dude, he
No,
said
I
it
have
seems like
never
you don't
talked about
care
it
because
because
it's
I
your
had no
friend.
fucking idea.
Oh.
Felix, why the fuck would I? It's a fucking mobile game loot box from 4 years ago. How the fuck am I supposed to know every single thing that this man has done? He's also said the N-word with a hard R. And he very openly has apologized
Okay.
for it multiple fucking
Okay.
times. It's like
So-
bringing that shit up and being
so-
like, "Whoa,
so-
remember when he said that?" And we're
so is it a
that's
little
really
bit
fucked up
like-
that you're working with him? It's
So-
like,
right,
yeah,
right.
I know that.
That would be like
I know
bring-
that, and he's addressed it.
And then that would like bringing up Jolt Coin from fucking Trent from way back when, right? That'd be the same type of, that would be the same type of behavior, right?
Bro, I don't even know what the fuck Jolt Coin is either. It's like some shit.
Hold on, wait. 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 Hold on, wait.
This nigga's getting cut. This nigga's getting cut. This nigga's getting cut. This nigga's getting cut.
Yo, this could be a stretch, Pokey.
That Miski brought up about Train, no?
Okay, so now it's valid. The one's not valid.
So
It seems like we're doing a lot of pick and choose here.
Really far.
I'm just saying it's a lot of pick and choose. It's a lot of pick and choose.
Okay.
Maybe
I
we
wasn't
should
saying you're train washed or you're train posting beforehand. I was saying your arguments resemble trains. Now I'm
What's
saying
the other one? There's
you're
two.
fucking.
The thing is, I saw it on my YouTube not that long ago. I like literally found out about it 2 weeks ago. There's a second
Train
clip.
wash, brother. Who the fuck talked about Jolt Coin or Miskiv
Wait, does she have the pass? Does she have the pass?
or
I'm
any
just
number
kidding.
of things? Now I'm saying
I'm just
you're
saying-
fucking. You are
I'm just
schizo.
kidding.
Okay, I'm just saying
You're behaving schizo as fuck right now.
you guys care about things based on what it looks like and what you gain out of it, and that's just how it is. It seems like the care points has dropped.
Bro, you're fighting fucking shadows. You're fighting demons in your head right now. What the fuck?
What are you talking about? I'm just saying. I mean, your focus shifts based on who is doing it, and I think that's inherently bad. I don't think it's a good maneuver.
I don't think that's true.
You're right.
think
I
if
should
the
go
same
back.
issues were brought to him or me, no matter who's doing it, we would be against it. Maybe it would only come to our attention because someone as large and prominent as you is doing it, but that doesn't make it personal or different for different people.
Okay, I'm
Dude.
What's up?
Dude, like, if
I actually,
like
I
you
like
said,
you, X.
that's not what he looks like. That's a meme, brother.
Maybe other people do.
That's
but
so
that ain't
funny.
me.
That's not what he looks like.
Sure, it's a meme. He's on fucking copium. That's cope.
Who the fuck is actually believe that? That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, I can't speak on what Ethan has done in the past because I truly had no idea. I'm sure if I were to ask him, he might have addressed it. He might not have a problem with it. You know what I mean? These are all things I can't speak on because I was unfamiliar with this until you just brought it up.
Because you brought up Ethan.
And
You
I
brought
don't know
up
why
Ethan
you
as
think
like
it's an own overall.
Because you brought up you brought Ethan like some sort of like sword or something like that. Like what have you become Ethan in the
No,
first place?
because no, I didn't. Ethan is irrelevant in this conversation. I brought him up because to say you, me, Trainwrecks, and Ethan Klein had this fucking argument about crypto gambling literally years before Miskiff ever joined the fray. Before
Right.
Miskiff ever got in the conversation. That was just to show you that the timeline in your head is wrong, that I have been consistently speaking out against this sort of thing way before Miskiff ever joined. That's the only reason why I brought up Ethan to the conversation.
Yeah, I just wish that
I'm gonna be honest. I actually like Pokimane. I genuinely actually like her, but I think that like she's already preached anti-gambling so much. It makes sense that she can't. Oh my god! Thank you for subscribing. It makes sense. It makes sense that she can't join Kick now. Like it makes sense, and what she's saying also makes sense. No, she seems like a genuinely nice person. Like genuinely, she seems like a nice person, but it makes sense that she can't join Kick. Her whole thing is anti-gambling. So, yeah.
See,
no, there was two combos before Gift God, I think. It was when Aiden.
Yeah, true.
There was two different conversations.
Was it? Because
Really? Come on. You guys don't think she seems like genuinely nice? She literally looked like she was gonna cry when her and X were talking and Hassan went to pee. No? I don't know. She seems like a nice person, like genuinely. And like, yeah. But it makes sense that she can't. It makes sense she can't come to kick.
It seems to me like his whole argument was like, oh, dude, it's the children this, it's for the children that, children this, and his game looks like it's just made for children. That's their main appeal. So I think it's kind of rich, but it is what it is.
Okay, but again, you should take that up with Ethan. I think he would love to have you on the stream, probably. If you wanna talk to him about that.
Ethan is a snake. He's just very snake. I like his
Wait,
staff.
you can't just say that. You can't just. Oh, come on. You can't just like be like, oh, he's a snake. I'm not gonna do it. You've gotten much better at debating.
Every 2 weeks,
you've gotten much better at debating over the years that I've known you. You should debate him on it.
Okay, I think Ethan will quite literally cook me every like 2 weeks when he gets bored. Literally, he'll say something sly or some dog shit. He does. I would like to like Ethan. But he's just like you. He can't hold himself back from saying some dumb shit sometimes. And he knows he's doing it out of bad faith. And you know he's a bad faith actor. And you know that. Don't deny it. He's what we call...
I don't think he's a bad faith actor. I disagree with that. The common shared perspective online, especially from like people that don't like me and don't like Ethan, is that yes, he is bad faith. But I don't agree with that.
Yeah, well, I do think that based on the perspective and the movement behind, you guys justify or not justify some types of behavior and some things that you guys do overall. If you have the right opinion, you have more leeway to do dumb shit compared to if you're on the other side, which I think is a bit disingenuous.
I definitely disagree with that because I have no fucking leeway. How can you say that when I believe what I'm advocating for is correct? I try to live by those principles as best as I can within the current restrictive confines of existing under.
Okay, is this a crazy take? But gambling is everywhere. I mean, if you refresh your TikTok feed, you are literally gambling on what you're gonna see. You gamble whether the next piece of content you're about to see is good or not. And then you swipe. Like, it's literally everywhere. It's like masked and called gamification, but it's just like gambling. Thoughts or no? Thoughts or no? No advertising, no what? Huh? No, I'll take. Okay, all right. I'll take. My bad. I'm just saying, like, you're kind of like betting on that, but like not, I don't know. I guess you're not losing money, but you're losing time.
Under the society that we live under. And yet,
Bad take. All right,
I get fucking
whatever.
yelled at for buying a house. You've been inside that house. As far as like other streamers and shit, that house is nothing. And yet it's still used. People still, including Train, speaking of bad faith, Trainwreck is the #1 bad faith, Andy. He keeps saying like, oh, develop systems. We've had a conversation.
You're right. It's not a math problem. Just because one thing is gambling that you like swipe on and like you're gambling whether it's gonna be good or bad does not mean that's actually gambling. You guys are right.
Where I've described all this stuff to him, and yet he still turns around and goes on a fucking phone conversation with like the owner of Kick, and they're over there talking with like Travis Scott's manager about how I'm like I live rent free in their fucking minds for some goddamn reason. They're like supposed to be doing like a site-wide announcement or some shit, and even then they're talking about how I'm a fucking fake socialist or whatever. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. That shit is unironically bad faith, especially because I've literally sat him down and walked him step by step over this point of contention supposedly, and he just fucking wiped it out of his mind for some reason. Now, having said that,
hey, I never bashed Hassan or Pokimane. I never bashed them. I'm literally just commenting on like what they're saying, and I honestly just agree more with like what XQC is saying.
The reason why I brought this up,
it just makes more sense
is
to me.
because you said if you're on the right side of the conversation, if you're advocating for your principles, you have a lot more leeway to fuck up. That's not true.
Yeah, I think sometimes you'll if you're on the right side, you're kind of you let more like dog shit happen.
37.
You think I'm cooked?
No, I think you're cooked if you're on the right side of a conversation, because a lot of people on the internet think that authenticity can only be explained and showed through being like edgy or fucking saying unhinged shit. People I think genuinely look at others who are being edgy and go, oh, that guy's real. He's being real. when you fucking advocate for certain principles that you believe in, they go, that can't be real. He must be virtue signaling. No one fucking feels this way in
Okay, all right, that's a valid take. That's actually a valid take. He's actually valid for that.
reality. They're just trying to be nice.
He cooked with that one. Hassan actually cooked with that one.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Sometimes.
So I don't even think that that is true.
All right. These discussions, even though it went alright, it went a little bit overboard. Yeah, it was good.
Hey, what do you mean? I'm definitely not glazing.
No.
Yeah, I gotta go do some IRL streams too. I gotta go fucking touch some Japanese grass.
Man, I gotta go push.
Lovely chatting with you both.
Yeah.
Dang.
I tweeted, congrats to.
What do you guys wanna watch?
Because I think it's like a win-win situation for both parties. And she reached out and she was like, I was kind of surprised that you were publicly supporting it. And I do want to make it clear that it is kind of a weird situation because the platform is run by crypto gambling. It promotes gambling, which is the bad part. The bad part, long story short,
What?
I like gambling personally. I think it's fine to do.
What is that? Like this? Why do you guys want to watch this? You guys literally are like, what even is this? I'm gonna put it on 2x speed. Okay, Loki, am I wrong for wanting to see it actually go through here? Am I wrong for actually seeing it? Train watching. Okay. I didn't even know that. I actually didn't know these existed. Like, I guess in hindsight it makes sense, but like, it's at full volume. Okay, wait. All right.
Welcome to the jungle.
Dude, this can't be it. Which one is it? Alright, is this the video? Is this the video? Is this the video? Can someone link it?
Yeah, I mean, look at this guy. See,
Wait, was this
what
it? Was this it? Was this it?
すみません。電車カードをもらえますか？ OK。
What?
It's not an actual video. Guys, why did you just make me spend 15 minutes looking for a train washing video? I watched an actual train get washed. There's just no way. There's actually no way. You know what? There was supposed to be an EDP interview. That didn't happen. I wish it happened. I literally wish it happened. Cryptor? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanna know.
Am I a pedophile? Fuck no. It gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies, my nigga, just thinking about that fucking shit.
Alright, actually. Alright guys, what do we actually watch next? Whoa. I hate your laugh, thank you, I guess. Alright, what about this? What about this? What about this?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is your daily dose of internet. She wanted to know what a hot dog scented candle smelled like.
Hola.
Watch
Hola.
Steph Curry
Hola.
highlights?
Hola, cariño.
Switch your YouTube to dark mode? I don't know how. Oh, you know what?
After 4 seasons in the NBA, Zion Williamson has found himself barely being able to play on the court. In fact, in those 4 seasons, he's played just over 100 total games, just barely over a full season there. According to these reports, the relationship between Zion and New Orleans is basically over. There's a lot of trade talks that are heating up. But unfortunately for Zion and for the Pelicans, to be honest with you, it looks like these trade talks may be hindered by something that alleged Zion Williamson sex tapes soon as trade rumors heat up. She, for the last 2 weeks, has been tweeting non-stop about Zion, about their relationship, about, hey, New Orleans, you better trade him. I'm going to leak all these things. Get him out of this city. I'm going to leak these tapes as soon as trade rumors heat up, blah, blah, blah. All of these things. Well, suddenly today, just a few hours ago, that same person, Mariah Mills, got suspended.
Why do you guys keep clickbaiting me? Stop sending me trade videos. What even is this?
Wait for it, wait for it!
Drop links
Here it
in the
is.
chat. I want to open them.
Wait for it! Here it is! Here it is! With me! Hips! 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 With me! With me! Hips! Hips!
Very respectful.
You can do better than that.
Use your feet.
You can do better than that.
Dude, I'm definitely not the face of Kick. I'm definitely not the face of Kick.
I'm a killer too.
Wait.
I got mad rappers on my page. If we don't get, if you that name, brother.
Odie.
Yo, listen, yo, bro, real quick.
Guys, this is actually so funny. This is my friend. This is my actual friend. I actually know them in real life.
Yeah, we gonna let this nigga freestyle. Maybe he freestyle the whole song. Alright, we gotta wait for these niggas to add in. Yo, what up? Yo, why you got a mask on? You scared of corona?
Nah, I'm working.
Oh, where you work at?
I work at a metro.
Nah, don't tell him. He goes snitch on you. Don't tell him. I'm not gonna snitch on you. I promise. I won't snitch on you.
I'm not a gangbanger anyway, so you get.
Yo, listen.
Can you change your Cake profile picture? You kind of look like Pokimane in it. Bruh.
Listen, if you got 4 balls, I swear, I'll send you some bread. I'll send you some bread right now. You can rap?
Yeah.
Alright, so look, hop hopping out the G5 in the G6, and I'm riding with your bitch, and she wanna suck dick. Come up with something after that. Look.
Why she keep trying to take a
hopping out the
flick?
G5 and the G6, and I'm riding with your bitch, and she wanna suck dick.
Why she trying to take a flake? Mitch, I got my stick. Oh shit, me, I'm
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
maybe this isn't him.
Oh, she wanna take a flick, and she wanna take a flick. What you said?
But she don't know I got the stick.
We go hold on
Wait.
to that. We go hold on to
Sorry,
that.
he said something about his uncle and it was funny, but I like literally I forgot what it was. Dang, you guys. Why are you guys hating on my profile picture? What should I make it then? I literally don't have any pictures myself.
You'll hear a lot of people say, oh, well, she's a teenager. She knew what she was doing. This
We
statement
never
was
getting
really
those
heavily
60
rotated
seconds
when
back.
R. Kelly was in the news. Y'all remember that? Now, any other time, we all acknowledge that teenagers, minors, are still children. They don't have the capacity to make certain decisions, okay? That's why they still need to listen to their parents, correct? That's why y'all still remind y'all teenagers that they ain't grown, correct? But when we're discussing a man being predatory, all of a sudden...
All right, wait, guys. I got it. I got it.
Almost.
Today we cover 20 streamers that got caught cheating, and we'll start with Mr. Gold, who had some words for the people accusing him of hacking.
Just because I have a good recoil, I'm good at the game. Is it the first time you see someone good at the game? Have you ever seen anyone playing like me? Like seriously?
Well, he could just be the better player.
Bro, come on. You gotta get banned. You gotta get banned for that. All right, guys. I'm headed off for the night. But follow and I love you all. And screw you for rickrolling me. But I love you guys. Have a good night. Make sure you follow so that you can get notified when there's another stream. Bye.